I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My family's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena on. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the #1 Chief Rocket Knicks Universe, your main man's Uncle Freezie. And welcome to the Knicks at Night podcast. Y'all want this party started right? Y'all want this party started quickly, right? Salute to all my people in the chat. Chat was good. Was good. Salute to all my people in the chat. I don't like the way this angle look, man. Let me change. I gotta figure out an angle, you know what I'm saying, that I prefer. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go with this for the time being. Right? I'm just gonna go with this. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Cormega is in the building. David L is in the building. Yo, the GOAT is in the building. Kelly GOAT in the building. Okay. White Falcon is here. The son of the legend, Kerry Cox. What's good? Luke Skywalker Visions is in the building. What's good, y'all? Our brother Sherwin is in the building. Sherwin, what's good, man? What's good, everybody? What's good? Hold on. I gotta cover up this milk dud. Hold on. It's weird, man. I gotta keep the milk dud covered up, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I was thinking just now, man. Yeah, man. There we go. I feel more comfortable. I can feel more comfortable now. Sherwin says, I hate Duke. Cooper Flag commits to Duke. Yeah, I love Duke, bro. I've been a Duke Blue Devils fan since about 1984. Back when they had and I know he wasn't there in 84, but I'm talking about back in the days of Kevin Strickland, Tommy Amica, Johnny Dawkins, Jay Billis, Danny Ferry, Christian Leitner, Bobby Hurley, Grant Hill, Antonio Lang, Thomas Hill, Brian Hill, Allah Abdul Nabi. Man, yeah, man. Duke used to be deep, bro. Duke used to be deep. Duke used to be deep. That's my squad, though. I love some Coach K. I ain't gonna lie. When Duke first got, Robert Brickey. Robert Brickey. I forgot about Robert Brickey. That was my guy. Robert Brickey, that was my guy. Any of the old heads know what I'm talking about? Y'all remember Robert Brickey? 6'5", 6'6" athlete, explosive athlete. Anybody remember Johnny Dawkins at point guard? White Falcon was good. White Falcons. Oh boy, somebody said something got him mad already. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all. So I'm coming in, man. I'm excited for tomorrow's night game or tonight's game, actually, against Cleveland. I'm excited about tonight's game with Cleveland, man. I want to talk about some of that stuff. I'm gonna put this link in the chat real quick for. Oh, it was. Oh, I had already put it in there. It just didn't go. Okay, there it is now. There it is. There it is. Put that out there for. So, what type of conversation y'all want to have tonight, man? Do y'all want to have the Obi Toppin conversation? Juju was good. Was good. Sherwin says, I met my ex in Maine. I love that state. I've been watching Cooper Flag for about 4 years. I wanted him to go to G-Town or Boston College. Okay. 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 I've never been. I'm not going to lie to you. I've never been to Maine. I've never been to northern. I think the farthest north I've been in New York is Bear Mountain. I think that's the farthest I've been. Almighty Finesse is in the building. The name Maine sounds cold. Mem. Manchild is in the building. Salute, salute, salute. Yeah, y'all. So I have a bunch of things I want to talk about, man. I don't know what to start with exactly because I don't know who's going to be playing for Cleveland tomorrow night or not. Right? I don't know who's going to be playing for Cleveland tomorrow. I know who's on the roster, but I don't know who will be active. Y'all know what I mean? Kerry Cox says Obi is done. Let's talk Knicks and their players. Obi can't be blamed. Yeah. I kind of feel you on that. A lot of Knicks fans still have an Obi love. My thing for Obi is bro, you came into the league at 22. You were the National College Player of the Year. You came to a veteran team that was tired of losing. You came to a playoff team. Right? You came to a playoff team. And you blaming coaches and people for development? Come on, bro. We got to relax with some of this stuff. And quite frankly, as Knicks fans, I think we got to stop entertaining some of this distraction. Sherwin says, let's talk who is playing better, Cole Anthony or IQ. I hadn't been watching Cole Anthony. and I don't think it'd be fair if I just looked at his statistics and box score. I don't think that, you know what I'm saying, that'd be fair. But what I do know is Emmanuel Quickly is a Knick, and Cole Anthony is not. That's what I do know. DSJ is in the building. White Falcon says, got to talk about Randall. Bro, I'm so exhausted from the Randall conversation, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. This morning, I talked about Randall and his shooting being terrible. I'm so tired of talking about Randall, man. He is a rebounding machine, though. Salute to JJ. JJ is in the building. Yeah, White Falcon. We talked about that. And then, of course, as usual, the conversation always like winds up going to somebody else like Grimes. This morning we talked about Grimes so much, man. And the conversation, JJ, you know how you say one thing and then the conversation get off the rails and you find yourself trying to get it back on the rails. I think we said this morning that Grimes need to be more assertive, and the Grimes fans just went haywire, right? So you're like, Grimes fans, relax. We said the same thing y'all said, and when we say it, y'all start tripping. We said the same thing y'all said, and then, but when we say it, y'all start tripping. Right? Keith Turner is in the building. Keith Turner is probably somewhere on an intergalactic spaceship trying to save the universe from some villain. Shout out to Keith Turner. That's our guy. Keith Turner, we love you, brother. Shout out to Keith Turner. We love you, brother. You our man, bro. You our man, 50 grand. Man, man, child says, see, I'm not going. See, you okay. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Before we go down this Grimes road, let's talk about um um let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about Jalen Brunson. And that's irony, since I'm calling him the elephant in the room, and he's probably the smallest in the room. I don't want to do the I don't want to go down the Grimes road, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, man. Because the Grimes road is a slippery slope because he's a young player. He's a young player. He's asked to perform a role. He's being asked to be Keith Bogans, and we're mad at him or frustrated. Not mad, but frustrated. Frustrated is a better word. We're frustrated with him because he is Keith Bogans, right? So he's being asked to be Keith Bogans, and then when he is Keith Bogans, we're frustrated with him because we thought he was going to be Clay. He's actually playing like Keith Bogans, and now we're frustrated. Well, the coach asked him to be that. The coach is asking him to be Keith Bogans. So why are we frustrated with it? Clearly, the coach is asking him to be Keith Bogans. JJ says, Freezie, you know we gave up Duran for Brunson, basically. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Right. Let's okay. Let's talk about JJ's point really quickly. Let's talk about JJ's point really quick. JJ, thank you for that. I wanted to talk about Cleveland wanting to get revenge on us. But let's talk about this really quick. Let's give the people what they want. Got to give the people what they want. Right? The Jalen Duren thing is fascinating and frustrating at the same time. It's fascinating and frustrating at the same time. And the reason being is that you would think that a Jalen Duren type talent would be valued, right? But let's not look at it simply. Let's not look at it as simply a a lot of wives is in the building. Salute, salute, salute. I know y'all get frustrated when I shout people out in the middle of a sentence, man. Y'all just bear with me because sometimes when people come in and I'll forget. I'll forget basically. But the Jalen Duren trade was not just about moving money. It was about moving bad money, right? It was about bad money. It was about that 3-year, $30 million contract we gave Nerlens Noel. Anybody remember Nerlens Noel? Anybody remember us re-signing Nerlens Noel? Anybody remember us giving Kemba Walker that money? 2 years, $16 million. Free Keith told me, he was like, it's only $16 million, man. That's what Free Keith told me. Shout out to Free Keith. Free Keith is the GOAT. But we moved Kemba Walker, Alec Burks, and Nerlens Noel all in the same deal with the rights for Jalen Duren for us to get cap space to sign Jalen Brunson. Right. That's my dogs. They going outside for a smoke break. Y'all don't mind them. My dogs like to smoke Newports for some reason. My dogs like to smoke cigarettes for some reason. I don't know what's going on with them. But if you remember the trade, the only way you can entice Detroit to take on that money is to give up a Jalen Duren. And mind you, at the same time, Mitchell Robinson was an unrestricted free agent. It wasn't just about Brunson. It was about signing Brunson, Hartenstein, and Mitchell Robinson. If we keep everything in perspective, keeping everything in perspective, there's never one move. There's never a one-hitter quitter when it comes to moves. Did the Jalen Brunson deal? Did the Jalen Brunson signing pay off? Of course it did. Of course it did. Now, at the same time, we got to remember the secret, the breadcrumb trail of Donovan Mitchell. The Cully Goat want me to spam the Cully. You got scroll up, Cully. The link is in the chat. Just scroll up. Cully Goat be trying to get people to work, bro. Cully Goat wants you to stop what you're saying and put the link in the chat. Bim. What's good, boss?
Bim. Yo, what's up, bro?
And so I'm outlining the Jalen Duren trade because it wasn't just about Jalen Duren, bro. It was a lot more stuff to go into it. See, because at the time we didn't know we was going to chase Donovan Mitchell all summer either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't chase Donovan Mitchell when you don't have space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a bunch of things that go into it. You got off the whack Kemba contract, right?
Okay. Right.
Remember, at the same time, too, you cut Taj Gibson. Remember that?
Remember?
Yep. We cut Taj Gibson, right? So there was a bunch of moves that went into it, right?
Right. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah. So so the thing about it is if we're just keeping it a stack, like you know, what I'm saying, what's the reason why we traded all of that stuff? It wasn't just because we didn't like Jalen Duren. It wasn't because, it wasn't just because of Jalen Brunson's money, but it's because of all the other opportunities that presented themselves and clearing dead money from guys that wasn't gonna ball. You know what I'm saying? You gave Nerlens Noel all that money, 3 years, 30 million, and he only played 26 games. Right? Nerlens Noel ain't been in the league since. When we traded him to Detroit, you ain't seen you can't that man on the milk
seen
carton,
a few
bro.
games and that was it. Right. My bad.
I think Brooklyn bought him in like a cup of coffee and as bad as Brooklyn need big man and he ain't in the league, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it goes without saying.
Yeah. Yeah, he got that last bag, bro, and that's all he wanted.
Right. My bad, Freezie. I just got home. That's my bad.
Nah, man, ain't nothing to it.
Just coming home from work, man. I see you got on. I had to rock, man.
Yeah, we got to rock, bro. Yeah, man, no doubt.
So what was the context? What was you getting at? My fault.
The Jalen Duren trade. I think Knicks fans are bitter about Jalen Duren being a Piston, and not a Knick.
So he's flourishing over there in Detroit. I haven't been watching Detroit.
Balling, bro.
I know he's athletic. I know he's an
double
athletic freak,
machine.
though. Yeah, I know he's a high energy athletic freak. I know that.
Right, and he's got an attitude, bro.
What, New York attitude?
Yep. No, not just New York, bro. Not just you know what I'm saying, Long Island. Not no Long Island attitude. He got like a East New York attitude.
Right. Oh, East New York.
Yes. So he got like a Eastern. He got like a Newark, New Jersey City type attitude.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Funny guy. Yeah, he give me Jersey vibes though. Yeah.
He got like a wake up, ready to go to hell type attitude. So, yeah. So,
Bim. Yeah, go ahead.
But ultimately though, he's gone. We don't have him, right? Burks is gone. Right. Noel is gone. Kemba Walker is gone. So in the meantime, we have Quentin Grimes. So what are we worried about, bro?
I don't know. What are we worried about?
We got Grimes. So what are we even? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man. So what's the vibe, bro?
Ain't nothing. My fault. Let me turn this thing off. Nah, ain't nothing, bro. I'm just getting, like I said, just getting home from work. I'm catching up.
You gonna put that in some bars?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You gonna put that in some bars? You gonna spit for us like in a couple of minutes? You got something ready made?
Yeah, I said I just got off of work. When the Knicks lost the other day, it hurt, but it's all good. Orange and blue on the shirt. That's all I got for them.
Yeah, and when we get it out the dirt.
Yeah, we get a new. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Knicks get it out the dirt. There you go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Cully Goat. You know what I'm saying? Yo, DSJ got some
shout out to DSJ too. Yeah, he said what's up. Yeah.
DSJ got some fire. DSJ got some heat coming, bro. DSJ got some heat. I don't know if he shared it with you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Shout out to DSJ. Facts. What up, DSJ? Yeah, I know he got heat. I know DSJ's talented though. I spoke.
He got some heat forthcoming. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bet. I do too, though. I do too, but I'm gonna keep it quiet. But yes,
on the low.
That's what I like. That's what I like to hear, DSJ.
Yeah, man.
That's what I like to hear, bro.
Yo, so here's the thing: why the Knicks ain't paid quickly, bro?
Why they didn't pay him?
Yeah,
I guess they're waiting to see how he does this year. That's about all I can think of.
Right.
However, a guy like him, you can't put nothing past any human being. A guy like him might leave. You never know. You know what I mean? He might want to get that bag, man. And it's crazy because now he was a runner. Was he a runner up for sixth man last year?
Yeah, he was. Man,
he was up there though. He had a 9.
They gave it to that. They gave it to Malcolm Brogdon. Man, ain't no getting well Malcolm Brogdon ain't betting quickly, bro.
Yeah, he's a bum. He's not a bum.
That was the biggest disrespect.
I think and he was on the Celtics last year, right?
Yeah.
They just want to give any Celtic edge over the Knicks, man. Just like that last game against the Celtics with Doc Rivers is sorry behind and commentary. I did not want to hear his voice all night. But yeah, they just had to give it to a Celtic, right?
They have to give it to my man. And then and the thing about it is he looked terrible at the end of the season.
Right. Yeah,
you know
what
I'm saying? Yeah, he looked terrible at the end of the season, bro. What was we even talking about out here?
Right. No, big facts. Big facts, man.
Almighty Finesse says calling Brogdon a bum is crazy, bro.
Nah, he's not a. I was like, he's not a bum. He's not a bum, but
at the end of last season, bro. You can't justify that, bro. You can't justify that. That man looked so bad at the end of the season. That's why the Celtics traded him, bro. If he was good, you think they would? Why would the Celtics trade a bad player, bro?
He's not bad. He's just. I'm gonna go quickly over him any day. You know what I mean? That's that quickly. We drafted quickly. I'm gonna, I'm staying with our own. He's not a bum though, but still.
Nah,
come on, quickly. IQ could have got it, bro. IQ could have got it. Nick. Well, I'm not gonna say we had a better year, but Knicks, IQ did his thing though. Come on.
IQ was cooking at the end of the year, man. And down the stretch, they could barely play Malcolm Brogdon in the playoffs, bro. That's why they got rid of him and Marcus Smart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As bad as the Celtics need guards, bro, you think they would have just... Nah, man. Come on, bro.
Right.
Nah, come on, man.
All right, wife, Finesse. Let it go, man.
Yeah, man.
Let it go. You want to be a who Brogdon play for now? He's not on the Celtics no more. He's on
he played for the Globetrotters or something. I think he I think he played for somebody on the Lower East Side. I don't know.
That's jokes. Yeah, that's his problem. He couldn't stay healthy. I mean, it happens to every team. Oh well.
Yeah, man. Brogdon ain't that guy no more. If you notice, he's been moving around a lot the last few years. Remember, he was the starting point guard for Indiana.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Indiana traded him. Yeah, man. Yeah.
For Halliburton, they didn't trade for Halliburton, no. Yeah. They didn't, right? No.
Yeah, I mean, you notice everybody they always upgrading over him.
Who Brogdon? Yeah.
Yeah, they always overgrade. Yeah.
Drew Holiday?
Twice. Drew Holiday replaced him twice. Drew Holiday replaced him in Milwaukee. Drew Holiday replaced him in Boston.
Oh, he's a Trailblazer now?
I don't know.
Somebody gonna replace him there too. One of the youngins. Anthony Simons, when he comes back, he gonna replace him.
Man, that dude is a man.
Brogdon not getting no. Come on, over Shaden Sharp and Scoot, and he ain't getting no burn, bro.
Nah.
But he's not a bum
at the deadline.
For what it's worth, for Almighty Finesse sake, he's not a bum, bro. It's all good. It is what it is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got a crazy cold, man. New York weather, man.
New York weather, bro. I was talking to Bully the other day on Vibes and stuff about the dating scene.
Right.
About how the ladies is like, yo, you can't even take them to Cheesecake Factory or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yo, they had a list. Not even to cut you. I had a list of dates that women do not prefer, like locations that they don't want to prefer. And that was one of them, Cheesecake Factory on the first date. And I'm just like, they got some effing nerve. You gotta be kidding me.
Right.
How about a Knicks game? How about a Knicks game on the first date? Would that make your mind? Would that make your Would that make your night?
Right.
On a Sunday, early afternoon NBC Sunday game. That would be creative. How about
Yeah,
that?
that'd be.
What you gonna say? I don't like the Knicks.
Ladies, y'all gotta have some context though. You know what I'm saying?
Take a
If I
swig of
don't know you,
Yeah,
I'm not
you're right.
spending. If I don't know you, I'm not spending $800.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Be lucky if I spent 8.
Right. Now, if we've been talking for a while, then certain things are on the table.
Right.
But I just meet you in the park. Yo, hey, my name Uncle Freezie. You know what I'm saying? And then we like, yo, let's get together Saturday at 1:00. Bro, I'm not taking you.
Yeah, let's hit the studio,
I'm not flying you to Boston for the Celtics and Knicks. I'm sorry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about?
You might have to see we might have to wait a couple months for a Knicks versus Hawks game or something at home.
Right. Yeah.
Or Knicks versus Nets game. Word.
Come on. I mean, we gotta relax with some of the stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, shout out to Adam. Adam is in the chat. Adam, I got your text message too, man. I didn't know that was you, man.
Yeah, funny in the chat. Salute.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the ladies are wilding, but I talked to Bully
Mega is
about
funny.
it, man. And
Nah, Mega is funny, and so is G Robinson. So take a swig of Ray and Nephew. That's funny. Swig of Tussin. Now they funny.
Oh, wow.
I can't drink liquor, y'all. I can't drink liquor for a while. So Cully won't have more. Now I'll have sober rants. Those might be worse than the drunk rants.
Right.
But it's all good.
Right.
Freezie, watch what you're saying. Who watching? That's funny.
What you saying? Who? I don't know, man. I don't live my life like that, bro. I'm not that type of guy, really, when it comes to that stuff, man.
Right.
It's as simple as this, bro. And the Cully Goat will agree with this. Yeah, I'm a man of character, right? So either you gonna like me for who I am, or we don't have to associate with each other, period.
Tell him up.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna kiss up to people or bend over backwards so that people will like me. I'm absolutely perfect like I am.
Right.
And to the chat, I want y'all to know that y'all are absolutely perfect, just like y'all are. Put your opinions in the chat. Right? Speak your mind. Right? Don't be worried about if people gonna like you or not. We got a small little community right here, man. We supposed to be like a little tiny little family, man, where when you come in the door, it's like Cheers. So if people watching and they don't like what we have here, they can stop watching. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when it comes to like, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to relationships and things like that, if people don't like you for who you are and they try to change you, maybe you could need to consider being around different people.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how I see it. I'm gonna be the absolute best version of myself. I really don't care about I don't care about trying to impress people because you're never going to impress the most people, bro.
Everybody,
right? Because you could drive a Ferrari, they'll be like, "What kind of house you got?" Right? You can have $1 million mansion. They can be like, "What neighborhood you in?" Right? And then you be like, "Well, I'm in such and such neighborhood." They be like, "Well, what kind of island is it on?" Right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Or it's one or the other. You could be driving a Ferrari. They're like, "What kind of house you got?" Or if you got a nice house, oh, what kind of car you drive?
Yeah.
You know I mean, you might have a nice house, but once you step out of it, you may want to look broke. So you may have you might have something a regular car. The car that doesn't fit your house. You know what I mean? As a compliment, but yeah. Different lifestyles, different, different. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't want to say the word, but different, for different folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it is people that are genuine will see you for who you are, and if they like you, they'll hang around, and if they don't like you, they'll step. And ain't no problem because people have like in life, people have like different tastes, right? Like, for instance, I like peanut M&Ms. Cully might like black licorice.
Hey, look, my fault, Freezy. Look, bro, I just had this on the way home. These the ones you like?
Bim,
These the ones you like,
Bim.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
You're welcome
yeah.
for sponsoring y'all. But yes,
That's what I'm saying. So,
yeah, just
so
had.
yeah. So if I like peanut M&Ms and somebody like black licorice, don't mean that I have something against them or they have something against me. It's just they like licorice, so they just keep on stepping and keep on finding people that like black licorice just like them. So, bam, there it is.
Right.
Salute the bully. Bully is in the building.
Salute, bully. I just saw him. Yeah, I just saw him. I might want to look regular, so I'll walk out the crib. And yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, so Julius is sponsoring the sketches, right? Like literally, like he has a deal.
I think they're giving him creative control and everything.
He has a deal, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully he
Like,
don't have no ankle. God forbid he has any ankle. I don't mean to say it, like ankle injury or nothing. I don't know how much support them sketches have. I respect Julius for sponsoring us. Funny. Julius is going that lane in the sketches. It's funny.
yeah, I mean,
He don't care. I respect it because he don't care. You know what I mean? He don't care. He just he trying to hoop right now.
the way I figure it is they probably giving him a little bit money or the same money Nike was giving him, right? And but they probably giving him way more credit. You remember how Steph left Nike and went to Under Armour?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably something like that. Like, these shoe companies, what I'm saying, they try to take that next step. All it takes is
some players branch off. So I said some players they branch off, yeah.
Yeah, some players it just take one breakout star on that's with their shoe brand to take the shoe company to a whole new level. Right? Because Under Armour, all we knew Under Armour was for football cleats.
Right, that's all I knew.
That's all it was under football and those rayon shirts, the workout, the gym shirts.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, with the X on it, with the X on the chest or whatever.
Yep.
That's all I knew them for. And then next thing you know, Steph Curry blow up. Now Under Armour is a major player.
Right.
So, yeah. Yeah, man. So the Knicks got Cleveland tonight, bro.
Ooh.
I
It
think
is Cleveland. That's right.
I think we desperately need to win this game, bro.
Wait, that's at home, right? We're back at home, right?
No, we in Cleveland.
We in Cleveland?
Yeah.
Cleveland, I don't know if they've been on a roll, but no, they just lost to somebody. Did they lose to OKC the other day?
Yeah, they lost to somebody, but they didn't play a lot of their players. They rested some players.
Karis LeVert had a good night the other night. You got to watch him if he's hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just had I don't know if he had a 30, 40-point game or what.
Right.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know. I forgot. You said they've been resting some of their players?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, I did. Evan Mobley, it's funny. He's still a puppy, yo. I don't mean to say that in a bad way. He's still finding his groove on offense. Still, of course, he got the the elite shot blocking, but he's still finding it. I see. So
and athleticism, yeah, man.
Yeah, the athleticism freakish. He got the long arms. He's gonna be solid, but yeah, he's still a puppy as far as offensive creation. He can't he's not big. They're not gonna go to him to get his own bucket. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, Cleveland. That's gonna be another one. That's gonna be another smack in the face. It's gonna be probably gonna be just similar to the Pelicans. They're gonna have some energy, and then they're looking for revenge. We kicked them behind in the playoffs. They're looking to make a statement. I just hope the Knicks see that. You know what I mean?
Bro, it's gonna be crazy. We got Cleveland, Milwaukee, the Clippers.
Oh, that's right. We have Cleveland twice, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Then back on. That's right. That's why I got confused. Yeah, that's gonna be
wild, bro.
We have a tough schedule, bro. It's only up from here.
Yeah.
We always get a tough schedule.
Yeah, man.
It is what it is. I mean, hey, I'm looking forward, man. I love watching the Knicks, man. I didn't believe in them last year, but not to cut you off, Freezie, my bad.
No,
I didn't.
go ahead, bro.
I didn't believe in them last year. I didn't think, and it was good last year, and it was fun for the city. It's fun when the winning is in the city, when the winning's in the air. It's funny. I'm at work, and one of the guys is like, "Yo, the Knicks about to make the playoffs. How y'all feel about it?" I mean, one of my other coworkers was like, "Man, I don't know, man. I gotta see him in playoffs first. I believe it when I see it." That was like in maybe December. That was like in December last year,
right?
Something like that. It was just funny, and it's like, fast forward, Knicks are they win their games in the playoffs, and it's like, wow, it's here. The playoffs is here. We're in the 5th seed, right? 5th seed. It's like, wow, if the winning in New York just feels different. The atmosphere and living out here just feels way better than if we was losing. And it's like, so I'm thankful for that. It was actually fun. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I can't wait for the Knicks. I hope they could pull it out tomorrow. It's gonna be tough. Yeah, tough schedule like you just mentioned.
I think it's a must-win, bro.
It's a must-win, definitely. If we lose, hypothetically, was it 1-3? We go down 1-3, right?
Yeah, because the thing about it is if we lose, go to 1-3, the next night will be the night that it'll be a back-to-back, right? So if
Right.
we lose, we have the potential to lose 2 in a row because it's back-to-back games, and then Friday night we play the
Friday night
Bucks.
against another tough team.
The Bucks, yeah.
Yeah, the Bucks ain't playing either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
And
just
then
be go ahead.
and then even say even if we give the Bucks our best effort and come up short, right? Say that happens, you're looking at the Knicks being 1-5 and then playing the LA Clippers Sunday.
Playing them Sunday, man. Now look at that. And then look at that. Right.
And then either I'm saying no lie. By Sunday night, we could be either talking championship or we could be talking the NBA draft. You know how Knicks fans are. It's always, one extreme or the other.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right though, because it's like everyone what everyone's gonna say, that T word. You know what I mean? Trade. Who we trading? We got to make a move now. Which technically, I mean, granted, if we do go down 1-5, yeah, something's got to be done. I mean, for one, we don't have athleticism on the team, not that much. We got youth, but we need more.
Yeah.
We need more athleticism on the team. We need that. I guess we'll tell more about these next couple games what we really need. If we need size and length, we do need a bit of everything though.
Right.
We don't have too much of one thing. We definitely don't have no shooting, though. I tell you that. Not no consistent shooting.
Yeah.
We got guys that can score. You know, some guys that can score, but we need, when you don't have shooting, you need scorers. So yeah,
bro, it's gonna be tough, bro. So we got Cleveland on TNT at Cleveland, and then versus Cleveland the very next day, right? And then we play Milwaukee so we go at Milwaukee Friday, right? And then the Clippers at home, and then next week we'll have a cakewalk. We'll have San Antonio and Charlotte, right? And then after that we have Boston, Atlanta, Washington, Charlotte, Minnesota, Miami, Phoenix, Charlotte, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, hey, it is what it is, yo. Because look, you got to play a tough team eventually. You got to see where you are. So,
Right.
hey, Knicks got to see where they are.
Right.
I think guys are gonna bounce back though, like Brunson, Randall. I think they're gonna be all right. But we still, regardless, still gonna need more.
I'm hoping that we'll have a breakout.
Well, RJ's having one, looks like, so far.
Right.
You mean as a team?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like a win streak, right?
Right.
So are you talking about like last year when Tibbs benched X amount of people and they went on a little win streak?
Right.
Something like that. I think I can see that happening. I really see that. You know what's funny? I see that sometime in the next month.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it sometime. Usually, because most seasons start in October, like that last week of October. I see the Knicks pulling it out. I see the Knicks doing something like that, like the middle of November. They get like a jolt and they start somewhere in November, like the 10th, 12th, 15th, in that range, in that area.
Okay.
I see them having games where they just fighting hard, they winning, they getting it together.
Right.
I think it happened last year. I can't remember. It happened around that time last year, if I'm not mistaken. I see it.
Right. It happened. So it happened in the beginning of December last year.
Yeah,
the 9-game winning streak. Yeah.
If I don't see it, I'm saying, like, if I don't see it in November, I definitely think it's gonna happen in December.
Oh no.
But I see it in November though.
No
I see
doubt.
it sooner than last year.
So DSJ said, "I'm so glad we didn't trade Evan Fournier, Obi Toppin, and whatever other players plus picks for Paul George this offseason. Could you imagine those 27 points per game average here? We sure dodged that bullet. And defense and elite defense. Yeah.
Point out the sarcasm by DSJ, but that's funny. He's right though. It's funny because it's like, bro, we traded Obi for what? And you could have, if all what it took was 48 and Obi to get Paul George. I mean, yo,
We
gotta
traded.
put,
Yo,
huh?
you remember Animal Crackers?
Yes, I do.
That's what we traded Obi for, bro. The
Oh
little
yeah.
cardboard box with the circus on the side.
Remember those? Remember the cat dog? Was it catnips? I forgot what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah. I know what you yeah.
Cat dog snack. That's what we those. We got
Yo,
those. We got off
so
brand.
my son used to get me. My son is about 30, so he used to keep me in like Target and Walmart and Kmart and all that stuff, getting that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
we used to stay, especially this time of year, like when it started getting cooler or whatever. And shout out to all the parents out there that got grown sons that's like in that 30 to 35 range where you can't tell them nothing. They know everything, but then they don't know nothing. Shout out to them. Cully, you in that category, bro?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 30 myself. But you can say that. You mean as far as acting like I don't know nothing at home?
No, no,
Not
no, no,
really.
no. I'm talking about being Papa Doc.
Oh, nah, not yet.
Oh, okay.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, shout out to all the poppies out there, man. You know what I'm saying? They sons try to tell them everything to do. You know what I'm saying? Your 35-year-old son come to you, be like, yo, Pops, you don't need to be eating that ham. You know what I'm saying? You got to get off that swine, Pops. You know your blood pressure already high. Hey, man, situation. You was raised on bacon, bro. What you talking about, man? You know? So, but anyways. Otherwise, it's in the building. So, as I sit here, I don't know if we necessarily need a trade because we don't even know what we really need yet. Like, if you was to poll Knicks fans or like Knicks fans, what do the Knicks need right now on the roster in order to make it a championship roster? The first thing that Knicks fans will do is name somebody. Yo, you got to go get Joel Embiid. Wait a minute, that's not what I asked you. What I asked is what do the Knicks need in order to make this a championship roster, right? And they'll say, "Yo, go get Joel Embiid, man." You know what I mean? And then there's a secret crowd that'll be like, "Yo, we need to go get Karl Anthony Towns, bro." You know what I'm saying? I'm in the group where I respect Karl Anthony Towns' offense as a center, and I respect Joel Embiid's all-around game as a center. But I think my personal opinion is if the Knicks can find them a tall shooting guard, playmaking shooting guard to put next to Brunson and a very tall 3/4 to come off the bench, I don't think we need Joel Embiid if we do that.
I agree. Now that gives you length. That gives you some length on the perimeter right there.
Right.
Gives you somebody to take the pressure off Brunson,
Right.
and it gives you length, like you said, like a tall playmaker and a tall. I think that's what we need, yeah. Because I was thinking of the Warriors, right? I'm not trying to compare us to the Warriors, and I was thinking of the Blazers. They met in the playoffs so many times. I think Dame is very good. I'm not going to sit here and argue about who's better, Dame or Curry, but Dame
Okay.
is pretty damn good. Curry's pretty damn good as well. They both have similar games.
Right.
Curry shoots the three, of course, a lot more. But see, the thing is, you got to look at their supporting cast. Dame had C.J. McCollum, right, who probably was bad on defense, just like Dame.
Right.
Curry had Klay Thompson, who was when he was a rookie, he was bad on defense, but throughout the rest of his career,
He was great on defense.
he was great. Wasn't he first? I don't remember what defensive team he was, but he was a
Right.
great two-way player. And look what he made up now. He's guarding twos, and threes. I think
Right.
that was the difference maker in the Warriors. Part of it. And then everybody else was good defenders. You put a lot of good defenders around Curry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, guys that can guard for him. Right now. You got Wiggins over there, Draymond. You got guys that he ain't got to really worry about guarding. Clay got Draymond, and Wiggins, right? He ain't got to
Right.
really worry about guarding the other team's best guard. He got help.
Right.
And not only that, the guys that's guarding the other team's best guard, they can score a little bit too. Clay can score. Clay can shoot a three just as good as Curry. That's what makes the Warriors so deadly, in my opinion. Not saying we're going to get that over here.
Right.
I don't know if we would, but we don't have no Curry over here. But
Nah.
we have a Brunson. You know what I mean? And we could get, if we can get a guy, like you said, a tall playmaker, just like Brunson, that could probably.
I'll give you the perfect example. If we had Andrew Wiggins starting at the 2, and I know people will say, no, Andrew Wiggins is a 3. No, Andrew Wiggins is a 2. He's playing the 3 because they have Clay and other smaller guards.
Right.
Right. But Andrew Wiggins was a 2. You remember, if y'all and anybody remember Zach LaVine and Andrew Wiggins being a backcourt? Nobody remembers that now. Right.
I remember.
Yeah. Because I used to play with them on 2K.
You know it's funny you say that.
Yeah, I used to play with them on 2K, right? But my thing is and Almighty Finesse says Wiggins looks terrible so far. Oh yeah, it's just 3 games, bro. It's just 3 games. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that for everybody. It's just 3 games. I'm saying that for everybody in the NBA. Dame Lillard, Julius Randle, whoever. It's Quentin Grimes. It's just 3 games so far, right?
Right. No, it's funny because Wiggins is not. Who's expecting him to play? Great. He'll click on. His light will turn on eventually. Right. He's not the best player on their team, so his light, he'll click. He'll start coming around for them. Right now, he's there for defense. Right now, I'm sure he's going to guard the other team's best player somewhat.
Right.
Yeah. So, hey.
Yeah.
But no, Wiggins would be good over here. I mean, on the perimeter for defense, he did a good job on Tatum. He'd be great. I think he'd be good because that's the thing. Everybody, you know what I hate with a lot of Knicks fans? They think when you talk about trading for a guy that he's coming to be a number 1 and number 2. You know what I mean? Like he's coming to be he might not even he might not even be a Robin. But some guys they always think, nah, he can't. He's not doing well over there. He's not coming here to be the best guy. He's coming here to be it's a marginal move. He's coming here to be somebody that's gonna hide under the radar but still contribute. You know what I mean? Wiggins would fit fine. He wouldn't, he play defense, give Tibbs what he wants, plays defense, probably attack the basket, probably cut back door every now and then, and
right.
Yeah.
And your Wu-Tang Clan, somebody has to be Method Man, right? And your Wu-Tang Clan, somebody has to be the Rebel INS, right? Everybody can't be Raekwon and Ghostface Killer. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some guys that are almost just as good, and on nights where the other guys are off, they can take over. Kind of like what RJ did the other night. Right. Now, in the grand scheme of things, am I saying Raekwon and Ghostface Killer are better than Method Man? No, I'm not saying that. Right? Because I already know how people feel about the Wu. Right? My favorite Wu member is the Rebel INS Inspector Deck. Right?
Mine's is Jizza. But yeah.
Jizza too. Jizza
that's
also
my favorite one. Yeah, he was on that top list at least. But yeah.
Yeah.
Jizza is one of my favorites. But yeah.
No doubt. Let me see. Did I get a? What I heard. Let me see if I got a. Let me see.
How about for you? Was reading something?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. I mean,
yeah, definitely ODB. Okay, all that was. Yeah, for me, it was definitely just Kerry Cox said Brandon Ingram would be a big upgrade, but is he bringing a chip? That's the thing. It's not even about. We don't know if these guys. We don't know who's bringing a chip.
He's not bringing one because he don't have one.
He don't have one, so he's not bringing. He's not having. He's contributing. If we can, if we can get far enough, we can get to ECF or and past that. He contributes to one. Yeah. We're not always gonna get guys. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it in a certain context. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of let me do.
Because I like. Oh, my fault, Freezie. I like Siakam, bro.
I like Siakam also.
I like Siakam. I liked him since he won the championship. I'm like, yo, that guy right there. And I said that since he first won with Kawhi. I'm like, yo, I like this guy Siakam, and it's like I wish the Knicks would get him before his value just shoots up. And eventually, over the years, look where it is now. I mean, he's not the best player in the world or nothing like that, but he has some value. He's very valuable to them. Although I still think the Raptors would trade him because they have Scotty Barnes. They might be looking for the future.
Right.
Even though Siakam was still young when they won. He was young when they won in Toronto, so he's probably at the good age. I think he's, 25, 26?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
sure. But I like him because I think he would have a good role here. I mean, I think he'd
Right.
probably be second and third option. Probably third option.
All right. Let me do this real quick, bro.
Oh yeah, do you think? Do you think?
Yo, yo, yo.
You.
Salute Freezie. Salute Cully. Salute to
Yo,
the
what's
chat.
up, bro? How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I hear I was talking about. Were you talking about OG?
No,
Or
not yet. Not yet.
oh, okay.
Not yet. I was talking about if I had to do a move, would I try to trade everything? Would I try to trade everything for Joel Embiid, or do a minor move and trade for like um a piece or two, right? And save everything. Like would I give Toronto 2 first-round picks for OG Anunoby and maybe go out and get a tall guard from somewhere else like a Herb Jones? Yes.
I'd say you would do that, but like if we look at it from a asset management type of like view or perception, if we were to do like an OG move, we would have to pay OG, and OG wants something that starts with the number two. Also, OG has let it be known like he's not trying to be another third or fourth option. So, like, he probably would be a malcontent. But like, if we're talking about the strictly basketball moves on paper,
Right, right,
OG would fit perfectly with what we were trying to do.
right.
But from like a logistics standpoint, this organization, if you learn anything, we try to get everybody on a nice little team friendly deal.
Um
We
I
try
want to
to at least.
Bam.
I want to talk to you and Cully about that.
Yeah.
Do you guys think or I'm going to consider I want you guys to consider this. Consider that. Most teams try to be top heavy and chase for a championship.
Yep.
The Knicks appears to want to spread the money out over multiple players.
Yeah.
Do you think that is a strategy that's conducive to winning a championship?
The Knicks strategy?
Go ahead, Cody.
Yeah, spread the
No, my
money.
fault. No,
Everybody
No,
say
you could go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
yeah. Say
no,
every
because I was,
say three players making 28, 3 players making 20, 3 players making 12, 3 players making 5. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to
are you talking about financial structure?
yeah,
And then what was the question?
which one is better equipped to win a championship? Top heavy or spreading it all over?
As far as the money,
Yes, in terms of contracts.
I
Yeah.
feel like spreading it all over. However, top heavy, it's kind of like a gamble, I would think, right? No.
It depends who your top heavy money is going into. Like
Yeah.
if you're top heavy with multiple top 10 guys on your team, then cool.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that. But if you're top heavy playing Carl Towns and Rudy Gobert and Edwards, and you 1-3 on the season, no.
Huge gamble.
No.
Huge gamble.
No, right?
Those aren't necessarily value contracts.
So you
Right.
saying
But
that? Not to cut you. Are you saying that we're top heavy right now with the 3 guys we got making over 100 mil?
Nah,
no,
we're not top heavy. We're
no.
kind of we're balanced compared to the
We're
rest of
the
the
opposite.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Compared to the skate landscape of the NBA, like if you look around, Damian Lillard's gonna make 60 mil next year, as is Giannis, right?
And
Yeah.
Anthony Davis. Yep. All them
Right.
guys.
The the antithesis of this is like the Denver Nuggets are kind of like a mix of both because they're like main guys. They're paying like close to 30 million. They're not cheap, like in terms of MPJ and Jamal Murray, but their top gun, of course, Joker is making 60 million a year.
Yeah, he
They're
deserves
like,
it.
yeah, absolutely, and he's probably worth he's worth more than what he's actually getting paid. Their approach is a bit of like a hybrid approach in terms of like being top heavy, and then if you go like look at the Lakers or like the Warriors, they have a guy making well, AD is gonna make 60 million. LeBron's gonna make 40 something plus.
Right.
They have a few guys in the 10 million to 15 million range. Yeah, there's more ways to go about it than if you like if you look around, if you look at like the Celtics, they're extremely top heavy. If you just look at their contracts, they're in the apron, the second apron, and
Right.
they're looking like contenders right now because Jalen Brown is a max player.
They played tonight, right? I think I watched them tonight. I'm on League Pass. I
Oh
skipped.
yeah, they're playing the Wizards. They blew them the hell
Oh
out.
my god, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jordan Poole is Nick Young on a max contract, and I stand by this thought.
Yo,
he's
Jordan Poole is literally out there having fun, and
He,
I don't mean in a good way. I mean like he's
I
trolling the NBA.
y'all seen that? You saw that video?
yeah.
Like the
One with
stunt he
Porzingis,
pulled?
yeah, they with
Oh my
Porzingis blocked the
god!
shot.
I swear to God, if I was
No,
a
the other
Wizards,
one.
I swear to God, if I was a Wizards fan, I would have shut my TV off
You mean
when I
like
saw
when he
that.
shot the ball and tried to pull a Curry?
That one. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
There was
Not the.
another.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There was another one where he was like lackadaisical with the ball, like lollygagging, and then like he turned his back to the defense that he thought he could just turn around and shoot.
And it got
And
blocked.
Chris,
No, that was the one. That was one with Porzingis tonight. That was actually
yeah,
so
Yeah,
goofy on
yeah,
his part.
yeah.
And I'm like, yo, this guy's really having fun. And everybody, it's funny. 'Cause everybody's like, I see why. I see why Draymond did what he did. That's what everybody's saying.
they're like, yeah, I can understand because you got to have some otherworldly confidence and and some flagrant ignorance to just do something like that.
He thought KP walked away from him. You know what I mean? KP's an elite shot blocker. Timed it perfectly.
I
That's
think
funny.
he tried to set KP up. I think he tried to set him up for the okey doke.
Yeah,
You know
he
what I'm saying?
tried to like,
But you can't.
yeah, no.
Yo,
but
Wizards, their defense is very poor, right?
horrendous. Like I don't
Because I
think,
seen the other day, not to cut you off,
yeah,
I
you
think it was the
good.
Pacers they lost to. Pacers scored what, almost 150 on them?
Yeah, they
Right.
scored like 143,
140. I thought it was 146, and they beat them by 40 on top of 20, something like that.
and then Celtics blew them out by like 40 tonight.
Yo, that is.
Right.
Well, I mean, that's not our worries. I'm just asking. It's not even our concern. So, okay.
I mean, it's all basketball discussion,
Yeah,
but
facts.
yeah, like in my mind, Freezy, I think you need at least one true supermax player.
Wait, which
Okay.
one? Which one?
It doesn't necessarily matter which one. I think you just need one true supermax top
Oh, you
10
think
pick.
we need one for the
Yeah,
Knicks?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
In
Oh, in
terms of
general, a championship level
yeah,
contender needs
for
that.
Yeah,
yeah,
no, we need that. Not to cut you off, and not to cut you off, Dre.
you good.
I think we need a top 10, bro. Like we've been saying, we need a top 10, top 5 guy. If we're gonna make other than that, if you're gonna get mid-tier players, you're gonna have to get not just one, you're gonna have to get a few of them. I mean,
Yeah,
because you
Right.
need depth. You need depth, and because I mean, top heavy. I mean, if you're gonna get a top 5, you're gonna one could help, but anything after that is like I said,
dim,
mid-tier. You're gonna need
diminished
a few of those
returns.
guys. Yeah, you're gonna need a.
Like I agree with you. Like in my mind, Freezy, like if you like, I think the most ideal roster composition from like a financial standpoint is one true super max guy, right?
Okay. Okay.
And then you can fill them around with a couple $30 million guys that fit. But if you like, you can't get the true max guy and then don't have the necessary parts around that fit that guy's skill set. Like when I look at the Nuggets, they figured out a way to pay certain guys what they're worth. They're not cheap by any means, but they're not max players. And
Right.
they have their one guy, their crown jewel, and they built around him perfectly with their money. I think it's a balance of being top heavy and having guys that can play at a solid enough level. Because when you look at their roster, MPJ makes 30, more than 30. He makes like 36 or something like that. The point guard Jamal Murray makes over 30. Aaron Gordon makes like 20
Yeah,
something.
what is Aaron Gordon? Okay.
Makes around
Is
20
Jamal
something.
Murray better than Jalen Brunson? I think we had this
You
conversation
could argue
already,
that.
Kelly.
You could definitely argue that.
I'll say this. It depends on what you're looking for from a player, but you also have to take into account how well he fits alongside his co-star.
Yeah.
It I'm not. I don't know what Jalen Brunson would look like if he had a co-star that fit his skill set perfectly.
Right.
One thing
At
I one
least,
thing I will
at
say,
least in terms of like being a 1A, 1B type scenario. I don't know what Jalen Brunson would look like if he had a completely complementary 1B or 1A next to him.
Right.
Because in the playoffs, like in the regular season, it feels like Jamal Murray coasts, but when he needs to become like a high usage player, he damn near average 30 in the playoffs.
yeah, bro,
But
you couldn't even doubt that man right now.
but he also has the most dynamic pick and roll big in the most unconventional way, probably in the history of the NBA, in terms of
Yeah, but you
running the
gotta give
pick and
him that
roll. And
because
yeah,
not to cut you off, my bad. You
you
gotta
good,
give him
bro.
that because he delivered.
Well,
Even if
yeah,
he, even if,
you
cause some
have to.
guys, even with the most, some guys, even with all the help in the world, they can't deliver. Look, James Harden got Joel Embiid and couldn't deliver and fumbled to the Celtics. You know what I'm saying?
James Harden is that like that with every superstar.
He's like that
Yeah,
with every, yeah, pretty much every.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You
yeah,
you
so
you
you gotta
you
go.
abs- you 100% right. You got to perform ultimately when it's put on you.
Right.
And
I'll
and,
give him
and
that.
I'll say this: for how we play right now, Freezy, in terms of being a super heavy isolation team with not the best spacing, I'm not sure Jamal Murray would fare better than Brunson is right now. Think
I don't
think
think we're
that
super high isolation, bro.
well,
I
Oh,
think
I,
we're
absolutely.
motion. I think we're motion just like everybody else.
more
It's just
now,
when
but last year
it-
it just devolves into ISO.
it's just in late in the shot clock. Jalen Brunson is not a playmaker late in the shot clock. He's a scorer late in the shot clock.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it just devolves into that.
Yeah, it
Whereas
just
like
yeah.
whereas like I just saw Jamal Murray tonight drop 14 assists.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean that's the system though. They got a good.
They have a great system, but like a lot of those assists, like when he decides to be a playmaker, it's when he's with the second unit and Jokic is getting his rest,
Right.
Right.
where he turns into more of a traditional point guard. Like he does what is needed on a game to game basis, whereas Brunson is who he is.
Right.
Right.
No, I think Brunson just likes to get his buckets, yo. I
I
mean, that's
think
He's
just
a
his
bucket
game.
getter.
I don't think
yeah,
he's selfish, man.
yeah. It's not that he's selfish or has blinders. Like his skill set is bucket.
Right. Yeah, it's just his skill set, bro. He's straight up bucket. And whether it's in
Yeah,
the paint, whether it's at the three, whether it's in mid range,
Yeah.
he's gonna get it off.
Right.
You
yeah,
know what I mean? And if he sees an opening, yeah, he has good IQ though. If he sees an opening, he'll pick a pass, he'll make the right pass. But he
Right.
definitely is his primary. He's a bucket.
yeah. It's just like it's not written in the skill. Like how many times have you seen Brunson get assist with his right hand or something like that?
Right.
No.
Right.
Exactly. It's just
Yeah,
like he's just not natural at it. When he's driving to the rim, he can finish with either hand.
right.
That's
Right.
for damn sure.
He's good, bro. He's good.
I
He's
got a
good.
bag.
But I think Brunson and Randall get a bad rap because for instance, if you were to guess what player led the NBA in ISO percentage last season, we'd be shocked because when you watch their system, you see that they pass the ball a lot, but SGA led the NBA in ISO percentage,
Mm.
right? That is according to NBA.com. I already looked it up. I couldn't believe it.
Well, Randall's the
Right?
third most in
I,
short
but
teams.
the reason why I know that it's him is because there's nobody else in that roster that's willing to. I like when everything breaks down, their fail safe is SGA
Right.
Right.
outside of the passing. So, but there's no other guy that's gonna do that. Like not even they don't even have like a six man that's like a mic. They don't have a Malik Monk or something on that team where he could just share the brunt of some isolation possessions.
Right.
He's the ISO guy on that team.
Right. It's
At
like a
least,
Right.
system, bro.
and
But
when
they
we talk
pass the
about
ball a lot, though, is what I'm
they
saying.
they do, especially in that system when they emphasize like having a spacing center. But
Right.
when we like talk about like, for instance, Freezy, if Julius Randle was never on the Knicks, Brunson would probably be amongst the highest in isolation percentage. Not because he's just a ball hog or anything like that, just because he doesn't. He'd have to ISO more.
Yeah, you got to play off him. You
Yeah,
have
like like we do a tit for tat thing on the Knicks. Like
yeah.
we move the ball, but if it's like within the last 7-8 seconds and the ball winds up in Randall's hands, guess
Yeah.
what's going to happen? He's going to
It
go
gets to
right.
either one of them, they going up.
Yeah,
Right.
That's it.
so it's not necessarily like a selfish thing, but it's more of a it's a product of the lack of options in regards to who can ISO on that team. Like if you were to put it this way, Luka's probably amongst the leaders. Luka was probably number one until they got the Kyrie trade, and then it probably balanced out a little bit where it's okay, it's your turn, I can take a break. Then it's my
Right.
turn, it's your turn. Whereas on that team, it's just SGA going crazy.
Trey Young, same thing with Trey Young, I would think too. And then the Deontay Murray, and I guess
Yeah.
that scenario.
It's like they have much more of a dynamic duo type.
That's why they
punch.
always say help the backcourt.
Yeah. When you have
Bro.
a duo, you can get away with that. When you don't, then you end up with James Harden like on the Rockets for those few years before he got like Chris Paul, where he was just going bananas by himself.
Right.
Right.
I'm gonna say this, bro. It's gonna sound mad OD, right? But
Oh, the 76ers traded James Harden to the Clippers.
Oh, it just happened.
wow,
It just happened at 2 a.m.
it just happened.
Wow, for Norman Powell.
I don't know for what yet. I'm looking.
I'm trying to
emojis.
check it to see, and
They haven't posted.
It would be funny
what
if it's
yet.
Norman Powell, because Norman Powell just came out today and said Kawhi is so comparable to MJ, Kobe, and LeBron. It would just be so funny. Not that he's like far off with it, but it's just so. It would just be.
I mean,
funny.
if we keeping it a stack, him at his peak is as talented as anybody.
No, yeah, no, healthy. No, that's it. Like I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
healthy. I kind of have the Clippers making a lot of noise, but they don't load management and they're healthy. They don't. But yeah, I respect Kawhi. He's one of my favorite. I want him over here, but I know we ain't getting him.
You know what I feel like the Sixers did that trade because they saw that kid, that two guard that they have that quickly played with in college.
Oh, Maxey,
He's-
yeah.
Maxi's been going crazy.
Yo, you give him a green light, man. This team, I don't know.
Maxi's been averaging 30 since the season started.
Yeah, like him with a green light would be crazy.
So, and that's what Cully. That's why I've been saying the whole time to Knicks fans, right? On draft night, when the Knicks were picking at 8, nobody was in love with Obi except the Knicks.
We could have traded down and got whoever we wanted.
Boston wanted to trade up
that year.
The 8, yes. Boston wanted to trade. Boston, the rumor on everywhere, Boston had an offer to the Knicks, the number 8 pick in that draft, for Boston's 3 first-round picks in that draft. Right? We could have left that draft with Maxey, Quickly, Zeke Naji, and Desmond Bane.
Yo, there's 2 guys I can say,
and I know y'all don't like. I know y'all don't like Zeke Naji. Nobody likes
Zeke Naji is developmental, but I remember he killed us one game. Remember that game? I think it was like a Sunday.
Denver. In Denver.
I think he killed us in New York, Freezy.
Nah, it was in Denver. No, well, he might have killed us in both.
No, the game was in New York.
But I remember the game in Denver though. Because Jokic sat out that game, and Zeke Naji and whoever was featured, and he was knocking down that corner 3 in Randall face, bro. And it had Twitter on fire, bro.
And they paid him. They paid him a nice little. They gave him like 3 years, $33 million. So they keeping him in house and developing.
You know who the Celtics drafted the year we drafted Obi? There's 2 guys that we missed that we could have got. Devin Vassell seems to be playing very well for the Spurs.
But they drafted Neesmith and Peyton Pritchard.
Yo, Neesmith is
and Romeo Langford.
Is Neesmith on the Pacers now or the Celtics?
Yeah, he's on the Pacers, and
he's looking very good on the Pacers.
They paid him too. They paid him a nice little
he's looking like he's panning out. You know, this was since last season or maybe the season before, but he's looking like he's panning out. I'm just like, wow. This guy,
we wouldn't have drafted him though, bro. We would have at 14, we'd have took Tyrese Maxey, because that's who we wanted anyway.
Yeah, we were edging for that, but you know what's funny? Freezy? We weren't in love with Obi, but because of the ties and the connections, we took him because he dropped. Like if Obi were to have get taken at like number 5, we 100% would have traded him. But
Well,
nobody was in love with the 23-year-old guy that just figured out how to play basketball.
I heard the Knicks were trying to trade up in the draft to get Obi, bro.
I
Hold
did
on.
hear that too. I did.
Yeah, the Knicks were trying to trade up to the 3 spot to take Obi.
Obi was the for sure pick for us.
They were trying to trade up with who was picking 3? Charlotte. I think they were trying to trade up with Charlotte to get Obi, bro.
You know, it's funny. If we actually traded up for Obi, then I know for a fact we would have invested in getting Randall up out of here.
Yep.
Because you can't give up that much capital to not see it through.
Because
That's
I
like
think
that's
okay,
like giving up. That's like it's like what the Niners did, where they gave up all those damn draft picks for Trey Lance.
right.
That would just be a
After 1
waste.
year after 1 year of college production, bro.
Barely
Yeah,
a year of
Jets
college production.
Jets fans, you see where I'm going with this, Jets fans?
Oh God.
But the thing I was gonna say though is I think what happened is when Golden State took James Wiseman at 2, right? It got everybody like, no, wait a minute. We might be able to get LaMelo if somebody do something stupid, right? And come to find out, people were making stupid picks in that top 8. Yo, Anthony Edwards goes.
You know who?
Golden State does something stupid. They take James Wiseman. Charlotte gets LaMelo, but then Chicago takes
Patrick
Williams.
The Bulls are scratching themselves in the face with that one, yo.
Right. And at 5, Cleveland took Isaac Okoro.
He's a little bit better than
And at 6, Detroit took Killian Hayes.
Oh, they're smacking themselves right now, too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You see, and then at 8, the Knicks took Obi Toppin, bro.
I guess we're scratching ourselves too. Look
and Freezy, hear this. Last for the season right now, Tyrese Maxey's averaging 30 on 50% shooting from the field, 56 from 3, 6 rebounds, 6 assists.
Did you see his pull up in transition to pull up?
Oh my God, bro, his confidence is just reckless. But he puts in the work. He actually puts in the work to have that type of confidence.
Nah, yo, real talk, yo. I'm like, because I remember was it either him or Quickly, or was it gonna be both? I think the Knicks wanted him over.
They wanted Maxey over Quickly.
They wanted.
What I figured is from talking to people, Tom Thibodeau always wanted Quickly. The coaching staff always wanted Quickly, right? The front office and Tibbs also wanted Maxey, right? They just want Maxey, but they didn't know what position he was going to play because Maxey didn't play point guard at Kentucky. People think Maxey played point guard in Kentucky. He didn't.
The same scenario IQ.
Yeah, nah. Ashton Hagans played point guard. Quickly was the guard off the bench, and Maxey was the starter. But what happened is, they were losing to South Carolina. Quickly comes into the game and just sparked everything. And Quickly parlayed all that. Quickly was the best, in my opinion, and this is just me. Emmanuel Quickly was the best player in the country from that time on. That's why he won SEC Player of the Year. Because in my opinion, Quickly was the best player in the country, right? Not Obi. Obi got off to a hot start, and Obi had a highlight reel, right? But Quickly took Ashton Hagen's job, and Quickly and Maxey was in the backcourt, and all of a sudden, Kentucky just took off. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. Now, it might be one of those things. It depends on what you like. You might not like a 6'2" guard, a duo of 2 6'2" guards in the backcourt, right? But I think they're the perfect complement because one is a crafty heat check guy that can get hot and carry you for a game or two. And the other is a very underrated athletic scoring machine that's undersized.
One is thunder and one is lightning.
Right.
It's like one is thunder and one is lightning. And the funny thing about like Maxey, he came into the league and they didn't anticipate him like getting his jumper together. He is a legit 40% 3-point shooter. on very high volume.
He's a better shooter than Quickly, bro.
He is.
No, he is.
Yeah. And but part of that has to do with, though, no disrespect to Maxey, but if Quickly was getting some of those looks that Maxey is getting, bro.
Agreed. Quickly does have a green light now, though.
Yeah.
Like, granted, for what it's worth, he has a green
He's
light now.
earned it. He's earned it for sure. He's earned it.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, can you imagine a world where it's RJ, Quickly, Maxey, Desmond Bain, Zeke Naji coming off the bench? Bro, do you know what our conversations would be like right now, bro?
We probably
Every
would
time-
be looking at this team like how teams look at OKC or something.
Exactly. I got some. Who was that backstage? Let me see. Who was that backstage? Let me see. You got somebody backstage? Okay.
It's a celebrity, Freezie.
Oh, a celebrity.
So,
Okay.
show some respect, man.
Yeah, I forgot, man. Let me play his theme music. Yeah. Look out your window. Knicks fans is on your block. Y'all know the Knicks run the city. Pull them shades back. Look out your window. Look down there on the block. That's Knicks fans right there. It's about that time. It's about that time of the week where you get ready for your work week with the man that is so smooth he does not require a chaser. Your main man, the real Anthony D. And your main man, Jersey's finest, the hood representative, Uncle Freezie. Yo, what's good, boss?
My bad. ADB had some steak in the green room for you.
Yeah. We had the extra sticky in the green room, but we call it the green room for a reason, bro. So
don't worry, it's green over here.
yeah, man.
Salute, AB.
Salute, Dre. I'm gonna have to take over the mentorship that worldwide has.
Yo, let me. AD, is that not the smoothest? Is that not the smoothest intro on the internet, though?
It is. I was gonna tell you, I need the instrumentals because this is the time of night I'll be creeping anyway. That's just that says it all, you know.
Right.
That says it all. But Dre, I'm gonna have to take that over.
He's leading me astray.
I think he's led you astray, young man. I think you know what I'm saying? Cully, what's good, man? I haven't seen you.
Yo, salute, brother. Good to hear from you, bro.
I'm gonna need some bars over that instrumental, Cully.
No, I got something for that. I'll body that.
All right. Freezie, what's good, Freezie?
That's like,
sir.
You see, they got breaking news. I don't want to interrupt your flow, man.
Nah, we were just talking about it, man.
That man has worked very hard to solidify his non-existent NBA basketball life when his career is over.
Yep. He done, bro.
That legacy is cooked.
He cooked.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen a man work so hard to be put out of the brotherhood. When you got, I saw somebody's podcast where KG and Paul Pierce and all these dudes was like, yo, he in a bad strait. They finished with him. Yeah, they're finished with him. And I'm like, I don't understand what it was for, James. If there's any player that's had a nice carpet ride for his entire existence in the NBA has been James Harden.
That dude has been on the back of superstars his whole career, bro.
Oh, Lord. Freezie had got me a ring, Freezie.
Yeah.
I'd have got a ring by now.
He don't care about rings, bro.
He don't care about rings.
He like Gilbert Arenas out here
Right.
telling people that rings don't mean nothing and you can buy them on the internet, which is true.
Which it's true.
Which is true.
It's true.
But you can tell with a statement like that, a player like that never played for the fans.
Right. AD, you know what though? And
He ain't never
society
played for
now,
the fans. It's
in
always been.
society now though, in society now, you don't need the NBA. When I saw Terrell Owens do his Hall of Fame stuff from his hometown instead of Canton, I was like, you know what? Now that social media is here, people don't need if you play your cards right, if your money is stacked correctly, you don't need these big sports entities, right? Look, give an example. Give an example. Paul George was a great two-way player, entire career, put his body on the line, all that stuff. People respected Paul George and was saying, you know what, he's the ultimate number two. But Paul George does a podcast, and now 15-year-olds are calling Paul George the GOAT, bro. The GOAT.
Well, I'll say this, Freezy. They thought about him like that before the podcast, just because
Okay.
of how his game looked. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, he's a
like,
6'8" small forward with
you
he got
know,
a swaggy game.
like
Yeah.
the reason why Cam Reddish was held in such esteem by his counterparts like the Anthony Edwards and why like front office organizations keep giving him chances is because he's basically a rip off Paul George. Like, and his whole game is based off of Paul George, and that was pre-podcast. This was 5, 6, 7 years ago. Like the kids look up to Paul George because his game is just aesthetically beautiful.
But I just don't hear, and no, not saying that your point's not accurate, but I just don't hear the 24-year-olds because that's who that group is saying that Paul George is the GOAT. I'm hearing like the cats on the high school circuit now saying Paul George is the GOAT. So maybe I'm missing something.
No. That line of thinking has started 5, 6 years ago. You just now hearing about it from like Brandon. What's his name? That kid that got drafted, Brandon Miller, because he
Right.
said that's his goal. But that existed. That like whole idea because Paul George had his podcast for like a year now.
Yeah, like
These kids grew up on Paul George, like the last
yeah.
10, 11, like Pacers Paul George, then
Right.
OKC Paul George. Like they loved his game because of how it looked because he's the six
D-
eight, 6'9" wing that could dribble, handle, pass, shoot, look real smooth, even though he was never really a top 5 player.
Right. But do you think? But here's the thing. In
Yeah.
my mind,
But you're
after I
right.
see
You're right
these
because you
guys
can
are
control the
like
narrative.
Draymond Green, they were telling Draymond Green like, man, Draymond will never be on TV because of the way he think. And Draymond Green said to them directly, Charles Barkley, this is the new media. When he said that, it sent shivers, shockwaves through everybody, right? Because now you got SNY on TV, but SNY rushes to put their stuff straight on YouTube.
Hmm.
Right? This is the new media. ESPN rushes straight to YouTube to put their stuff on YouTube, bro. You don't need Disney or anybody else like that to compete unless they try to monopolize the whatever. The NBA has been known to do that, like what they're doing to the big three with Ice Cube, right? But the thing is if James Harden say starts his little production company, does his podcast and things like that, bring on guests. You telling me you not gonna watch a podcast with at the end of his career when James Harden retired with all that money, you're not gonna watch a podcast with James Harden and the baby on it?
If they're interesting.
Yeah,
If
I
they have
mean,
any kind of interesting content. But you're right in this sense because in this era you can control your own narrative to a certain
right,
extent, unless you're
right.
a complete pariah.
Now, Allen Iverson, who did kind of burn bridges in the same way. If
Mhm.
Allen Iverson had this type of platform, Allen Iverson right now would be a megastar. But now he's one of those dudes that's slowly fading into that abyss of history, like your Dr. J's, like your Larry Birds, like your Magic Johnsons. Like, bro, legit, I was in a AD.
As it should be.
I think I told AD this. I was in a franchise thing, like me and a dude me and y'all remember Tom Hammonds, right? Remember Tom Hammonds, power forward from the Washington Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Tom Hammonds were in a thing like doing a franchise thing for Wendy's. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what you have to do for we in this room, you know what I'm saying? And Alex English walks in, right? And I'm like, holy crap, yo, that's Alex English. Alex English is in the room, bro. Nobody in the room recognizes him but me and Tom Hammonds.
Mhm.
And this dude is a scoring machine. Yo, Alex English is a gamecock, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, these guys, they fade into, but now in the social media age, bro,
You stay in the limelight forever if you want to.
forever, bro.
If you want to, like put it this way, Gilbert Arenas relatively had he's like a footnote in the NBA historically. If we're
Right,
keeping it a buck, but he's
right,
always going viral for saying something.
right. Right, right. Think about this. Who remembers Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson?
I remember
You're not,
Matt Barnes was a Knick for a little
you're
bit.
not gonna remember Matt Barnes at all.
Steven Jackson, bro.
Jack,
They're
Jack, you
known
can
as
remember.
podcasters, not even ex NBA players.
Yeah, that's what I'm
anymore.
saying. That's what I mean. And yo, and for instance, I saw the podcast with Evan Turner, bro. Yo, this is a must watch. Dre, I think I sent it to you, Dre.
You sent me
It's
a clip. I've seen it before though. I watched it.
it's a must watch with Evan Turner, Andre Iguodala, and JJ Redick, bro. About
Iguodala and Turner have their own podcast called Point Forward.
Right.
right. But when you see the pain in Evan Turner's eyes, like yo, you come to this team and all you want to do is get better and win, but the organization got other plans. They want to tank. They want you to go out there and lose. And now you conflicted, like you 20 years old, and you like, what do I demand a trade? Do I become that jerk that, you know, is you know, Cully, what's the word that they call you when you're just happy with your team? Disgruntled.
Disgruntled.
Do you become disgruntled for your team because you want to win and the organization is like, nah, Zion's coming out next year. So we're just gonna tank the entire year because Zion is coming out, right? Right? Like what do? You can't fight the machine because now you're disgruntled and now you have a bad rep. And what he said is about 15 teams every year is looking to tank. They're not really looking to win. They just looking to tank, bro. So what do you do?
You cash the check.
But
That's what they said. They pay you so you don't have feelings. That's what Iguodala said.
You can.
Right.
What's wrong? Oh my God! Look, the sky is falling. Somebody's paying me to play basketball every night for 6 months. Dear God!
But AD,
should I even think about playing 60 to 65 games? That's considered greatness.
that's where you hypocritical at, because you can't say it that way, and then when James Harden does it and says he does it, now you're like, well, he ain't really done nothing. He ain't want no chip, man. James Harden only playing for money. See, we can't. That's what I'm saying.
Two things can be true. And for James Harden, both of them is true.
But what I'm saying is it's definitely true for James Harden. But what I'm saying, as a fan, you can't criticize one that you like, right? Now, one that you dislike, right? And then the one that you like that just keeps quiet about it, you say nothing. That's hypocritical.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, Freezie. Here's the thing. The game has to move on. It has to evolve.
Right.
It can't stay in a quagmire of, whatever the feelings are, whether you believe it's positive or you believe it's negative, whatever, it just can't stay there. If it does, you're going to breed more James Hardens. And that's what the game on another level is going to. Like I said, I looked at the other day just some of these guys, like how many games they're playing. This is shameful.
Already, bro. Already.
This is shit. It is. I looked at some of the would-be stars over the last 5 years. Looked at their numbers, like how many games they played. Nah, this is shameful.
Right. Yeah. Ultimately, what I'm getting at though, AD is the problem is not the check cashers. The problem is the check writers. Right. That's the problem. In a league of 30 teams, all 30 teams should be hell bent on winning a championship. Right. And I'm gonna say this, and it disgusts me to say this, but I think the Knicks are in that group of 15.
Which way?
Cut the check. It don't matter. It don't matter the result.
Ooh.
Right? But because AD, here's the thing. The line in the I say Boston is always the standard. Boston lost in the Eastern Conference Finals when they had a big lead, right? Remember they had a series lead. They lost in the NBA in the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what they did? They damn near cleaned house.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because losing is not acceptable to them.
Because losing is not it's not. We didn't win it, but you know what? Next year we're trying again.
Right.
We're back at it. We're back at it again. And
Tinkering,
we're back at it again. And we're back at it again. And it's only been that way since they've had, the wings. But when you have an organization that keeps guys, you hiring 10 executives, right? You're holding on to a Perry. Then to hear later years, he gives, the reason why they didn't feel that they needed to close on Donovan Mitchell. This is why you can't win. This is why you can't win. Because if you're cleaning house, you're cleaning house. Right. The hell am I holding on to Perry for? What do I need his voice in the building to tell me what my eyes are seeing in front of me, to tell me that Donovan can't do the... Who cares? One man is not supposed to carry it by himself anyway.
Right.
Duh.
Right. But you know what though? I think that was their fail safe fallback excuse.
I read that, Freezie. I read that, I think, earlier yesterday. I was fuming.
Right.
I was absolutely fuming because I was like, you know what? I had already said this. You needed to get rid of this. Like, what did Perry do? What's Perry's legacy here as a Knick? That we need to have an expose and to hear him say why he didn't get the prodigal son. Man, you better... What?
Right.
At least Mills has been quiet.
Right. Mills didn't know how to talk, so Mills was a nerd, bro. Steve Mills was a nerd. You could tell he tried to be charismatic, but he ain't that dude, bro. He ain't Rob Pelinka, bro.
I'm saying though, but when you saw that article, and I couldn't even listen to the audio. I'm like, yo, I own everything in this. I ain't breaking my shit.
Right. Yeah. You talking about in one of those Trey from Boys in the Hood moves. Air fighting in the air. Yo, it's still hilarious. I watched that clip today, bro. Still hilarious.
Yeah,
it's still hilarious.
Still hilarious. Like, you can't make this up, Freezie. You just can't. But that's the difference, like, to what you said. The Knicks are possibly in that 15, and that's a hard truth.
Right. No doubt. The thing about the Celtics is the Celtics are always hell bent on trying to win a chip. They are always trying to bring a chip to the city. There's never a halfway. And when they ever get to a point where it's a rock or a hard place, they'll just tear it all the way down and start all over from scratch, and then go back into the drawing board of trying to build a championship.
They always have a steadiness in terms of their head of their organization or their president.
Even when they change owners.
Like, when they have a president, they keep that guy for like 10, 15 years minimum.
Yep. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like as for the Knicks, I don't know if the Knicks are in that place where it's championship or bust.
They're not.
They're not.
You know, the Lakers.
They're
Look at the
not.
Lakers. Are the Lakers championship or bust? Hell
Yeah.
yeah, every year,
Hell yeah. Every year.
That's their
every year.
brand. That's their
Yeah.
brand.
The Miami Heat, are they championship or bust every year? Yes.
Well,
Right.
in theory, but I
In
mean,
theory.
in theory they are. But if you look
It-
at that roster,
right. But less impressive rosters have made the NBA Finals with them, though.
absolutely,
And they've been to the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Because you don't win championships on paper.
And that's part of
As Sacramento, as Phoenix, you don't win championships on paper.
and it's not even always about like who you bring on your roster. It's also like a mentality and approach. Like Pat Riley says, "Yo, I need to have the most in shape roster
Right.
compared to anyone in the league." Always, he got in Shaq's ass about not being in shape. Shaq.
Yeah. You know, did you know when I saw the interview? Did y'all see the interview of Shaq when he said when he got to Miami he was 415 pounds?
Yeah, that's right.
And he said Pat Riley put him in a military boot camp and got him down to 325.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Pat Riley doesn't play with that. If you're not like even Iguodala, I don't know if you saw the clip where Iguodala said that when I joined the Miami Heat, they gave me some knee pads.
Yeah.
Like
Mouth
he's
guard.
like I don't even use these. He's like, you're gonna need them. Like,
Yeah. You're gonna need them. Yeah.
because their approach, even if it's not about getting the biggest superstar, they
Right.
try to on their terms, but their approach in terms of like getting guys mentally and physically prepared for
Right.
late June games.
Right. Like for instance, when Miami beat us in the playoffs, right? It wasn't because they had better personnel. It was not. We had better personnel, and quite frankly, I think our personnel outperformed Miami. But what they did was the little stuff around the fringes that people don't notice. Like when Bam Adebayo went to the rim to dunk, we let Bam dunk, and he ran back down court. When Mitch got ready to dunk, they fouled him hard and made Mitch shoot free throws.
Yeah.
Right? Little things like that.
I think it was
Right.
also little rebounds too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
The long rebounds.
even this too from a strategic standpoint, they had lesser talented guys, but you know what they did? They constantly ran misdirection plays with Max Strus and Gabe.
Definitely
like repeatedly.
Definitely.
Like they constantly kept those guys moving to like confuse defenses and have breakdowns based on communication just to get the lesser talented player in a position to succeed.
They
That's
played
a
to their
fact.
strengths. They played to their strengths.
Imagine getting killed by Max Strus. Even though he had a good game the other game. My fault, not to cut you off, Freezie. He had a good game the other day. I think he had 24, 27. This was a night ago, 2 nights ago, something like that.
But like they put guys in positions to succeed and to highlight their strengths and try to hide what they can't do.
Right.
And that Spoelstra grew up in that culture.
Right.
So and that culture is started by Pat Riley. And Pat Riley dates decades in terms of knowing what it takes to win championships.
And he from Clinton, right? And he from Clinton?
I don't
No, he from
Piscataway?
Scranton,
Poughkeepsie?
something like that.
Okay.
He's from somewhere up there.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. The James Harden thing, I think, has just uncorked the bottleneck.
Yeah, I did too. I think so too.
I saw this. I just saw this. This is the fourth time James Harden has been traded in his career, tied for the most by any former MVP in NBA history.
Bob McAdoo.
Yeah, the others are Moses Malone, Bob McAdoo, Russell
Yep.
Westbrook.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, Westbrook. I forgot about that. Facts though.
Yeah.
They traded him.
Westbrook has been traded 4 times?
And Westbrook.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the Wizards. Remember the Wizards?
Wizards, OKC,
Rockets.
Yeah.
Lakers.
And Lakers. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Bro. Dang,
They
bro.
traded.
Speaking of which, AD, if Bob McAdoo played today, he'd be the league MVP again.
Probably.
Yeah.
A
That's
jump
the-
shooting big that
jump
can
shooting big.
take you off the dribble in a
Yeah.
3-point era.
Yeah, a jump shooting
Oh,
big. That could,
I'm seeing the return for James Harden. Wow, they gave up garbage. But
How,
here,
man?
wait, well, this is what they gave up. The Sixers are acquiring Marcus Morris, Nick Batum, Robert Covington, KJ Martin, and multiple draft picks and pick swap for James Harden, PJ Tucker, Philip Petrucci.
Oh, should we fill up who?
Some
I'm
Euro.
fine with that. If I'm Philly, I'm ecstatic.
yeah, because the draft picks are all you wanted. Anyway.
Yep, the draft pick is really all he wanted.
Multiple
Wait, how
draft
many
picks.
draft picks? Multiple?
They just we'll just put multiple. Maybe
Yo,
two on the swap.
who's the Philly dude? Who's the Phillip dude?
Some Euro they drafted.
Oh, okay. My bad. Okay.
Petrusev, is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Petruska. Okay.
Yeah,
Never
Philip
mind.
Petrusev.
So PJ
Yeah.
Tucker is going to the Clippers. All right. So they gave up mad wings though. Clippers gave up all their wings pretty much.
Yeah, all the old ones.
All the
Yeah,
old ones.
and the young guy.
they still got
they need them in the
BJ
playoffs.
Boston and
Oh yeah, BJ Boston.
and what's that other young
They
kid?
got
that
Terrence
was-
Mann.
Terrence Mann. Yeah, I was
Terrence
gonna
Mann
say
is solid.
from not FSU, but the other team.
Nick-
UCF.
Nick-
It was UCF you came from, Freezie?
Terrence Mann,
Yeah,
Florida State.
Florida State. You was Florida
Yeah.
State.
Yeah,
So I
Nick
forgot
Batum-
that the coach was that black guy.
yeah.
Nick Batum might get waived.
And that's Trey Mann's brother, right?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, they're not related.
That's not
That's-
his brother.
That's
No,
funny that
there's
their
no
both
way,
last
shape, or
name is
form.
Mann, and both of them went to Florida.
Nah, they're not related. But the new big four over there. Russell
Big
Westbrook,
four?
Harden, Paul George, and Kawhi. I mean,
Big four.
it would be the best big four in NBA history if it was 2016.
Yeah. Big four.
They all can't stay healthy. Well, I don't know. Well, they
Freezy,
can.
this,
Some of them
this,
can.
Freezy, this is looking like the Rockets in like 97, 98.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
With Scottie Pippen and Barkley and Drexler and Olajuwon and yeah.
All in a mid to late 30s.
Yeah. I was gonna say the Trailblazers, but that one might be. Remember the Trailblazers with Steve Smith and Scottie Pippen,
Yeah, but they had the
and
young Rashid.
Jermaine
though.
O'Neal, yeah.
No, they had young Rashid and
Damon
and-
Stoudemire, Brian
Stoudemire.
Grant, yeah.
Mozzie
I
Wells.
mean,
yeah,
if this
Rupert
team,
Patterson.
if this Clippers team is healthy or has any margin of health in the playoffs, they're a problem.
They're going to give teams hell if they're healthy, but
They're a problem. It's just that you cannot
rely on them.
rely on them being healthy.
Come on, AD. You know you too old for this. You know what this is, bro. You already
I
know the rhyme.
couldn't.
You know what this is. This is the 1980s Cincinnati Reds, bro. Where they tried to put Pete Rose and Johnny. Remember the Big Red Machine got old,
Yeah.
and then they traded everybody away, and then they tried to bring everybody back together.
Yeah.
And they had Joe Morgan, fat ass playing. Rest in peace, Joe Morgan. Right, but they had Joe Morgan playing second base still. Rest in peace, Joe Morgan, who we like, right? And Pete Rose and yeah, man, this is, to me, that's what it's like. It's like Cully, what's that motorcycle movie with all the old dudes was together riding motorcycles? Something Hogs, Wild Hogs, something.
Shoot, like I would know.
I don't think I know what you're talking about, but if you gotta if you're the owner of the Clippers, he doesn't really care about the money.
It was Wild Hogs reason.
It's Wild Hogs.
Wild Hogs. That's
He
funny.
doesn't care about the dough, but it's like at some point in time, he's invested a lot of money over these last 3-4 years, and he hasn't seen not one iota
Right.
of
You talking
anything
about
accomplished.
Ball? You talking about Ball?
Ballmer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ball.
Absolutely.
But
Right.
this is the thing. He has no choice but to keep doing it because he's opening an arena. He needs
He
stars
gotta have
there.
it. Yeah.
So he'll keep past prime stars just to have them there to open the arena.
Because it's star power.
Yeah, they need it. They open that because they took the old building that Dolan owned, and then they demolished it. And then
They're actually one of the
Reform.
top. They're one of the
Reform.
top 5 richest, I think, wealthiest franchises. Too. Clippers is up this top 5.
Yeah, but
So the market.
at some point you have to move up off Kawhi and Paul George as your centerpiece.
They will.
They
They
will. Yeah, I
will.
would say
They will, but that'll be 3 years after that arena's up.
Yeah. Yeah, they will. It'll be in due time. They'll do that. But AD knows what I'm getting at. AD, you remember how teams loaded up on old players in the 80s? You out here Alton Lister and Sleepy Floyd. You had Joe Barry Carroll is your centerpiece. You know what I'm saying? You like, come on, bro. Y'all know this ain't gonna
If
work.
you have the right, like the Knicks did it with Melo in that 54 win season, right? And that year, it made sense to me because it wasn't like you were bringing in bad old players and you weren't giving them multi-year deals. You see, Jason Kidd didn't have a multi-year deal. Rasheed Wallace didn't have a multi-year deal.
Baron Davis.
It was like it was a one and done. Let's just bring in as
The
many.
last ride.
Yeah, a last ride. Veterans that can bolster around Melo and so forth. So in that situation, that's fine.
Y'all be killing me with Melo, bro.
Well, it is what it is.
Any Melo fans in the chat?
Leave that man Melo alone.
Got one right here on the panel.
We just can't leave Melo alone, y'all.
Nah, bro, I can't leave. Come on, bro.
You just can't let that man
Every time
fade into the sunset.
I love Melo, right? I love Melo. I think Melo is a top 10 Knick of all time, right? But every time I think Melo, I think about Fabulous. I think that was a Fabulous era to me. Big oversized throwback jerseys, Mitchell and Ness. That's what I think when I see Melo, bro.
That was a era.
Headbands and an unnecessary Band-Aid somewhere. Kelly, you remember that? The unnecessary Band-Aid?
You must be talking about early Melo, because by the time Melo got here, people was wearing tight pants again.
Oh, God.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, my God, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
People was wearing tight pants and telling you how to jerk. So.
For real, because he transitions. He comes into the baggy era, into the right, and then by the time he's here, they're back into, pause nut huggers.
Oh God, bro! Why do you need can I ask a question? Why do you need assistants hugging your nuts? Why do you need assistants? Bro?
I have no idea.
This makes no sense in my mind, bro.
Michael Jackson did it for many a year, and I never understood it. I never understood it, but it worked for them. So
it worked for them.
It worked.
What works for Michael Jackson does not work for the general public.
Oh well, touche.
Yeah.
But every time I think Melo, and I love Melo, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Melo, and I used to play with Melo on 2K, bro. I can average 84 a game with Melo because his shot form and his base was perfect, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was perfect. But keeping it a stack, though, I think this might be the window that the Knicks need to pounce on Joel Embiid. I think this is the window. And hear me out on it, though. Hear me out on it. Right? They trade away Harden. They have pieces in place. But these pieces they have in place are not here for the long term, bro.
Them players they got back is trash.
Yeah, Philly strategically did this. They strategically did. Why would they trade for all those wings, man? And they already had.
They're gonna try to pawn off some of those wings for some type of draft compensation.
Because it's Philly. It's if you were gonna trade Embiid, right? If I was gonna trade Embiid, I'm looking for the next best thing. And that's already passed. I would have gone to the Spurs and been like, "Look, are you interested?"
I'll say this:
for the overall number one pick.
I'll say this. I'll say this, AD.
They would have no, AD. Come on, bro.
I'll say this, AD. We all thought because of how the Ben Simmons situation happened and Morey got whatever he wanted. What's his name? Harden basically strong armed and made them take back some bullshit. If you
Yeah.
just look at that deal, like they really took back garbage for
Yeah.
Harden.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, but it doesn't matter. They needed to. They're they, if they're gonna trade Embiid, it's gonna be too late instead of too early.
you mean
And
like
then
when he
not
turns like 33 or something?
yeah.
But
If
you're
you're
not
gonna trade
trading him, man.
if you was
Who's
gonna
gonna who's
trade
gonna who's gonna give you something for a 33-year-old
Broke
big man
down.
with the injury of history with the history of injuries? Nobody.
the Knicks.
Nah, the Knicks ain't gonna do that, bro.
Shout out to Antonio McDice, wherever you are, whatever you do.
Ah,
Microfacture. Shout out to uh Amari Stoudemire, also microfacture.
Oh my god, bro.
yeah. The
Yeah,
Knicks.
Uninsured 100 million by the way.
yeah. Every dollar.
He
Yeah,
got
man.
that whole thing. The only person that got a piece of that was Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam. Yeah, yeah, bro. AD, this is the thing I'm getting at, bro. This is why I say the Embiid thing makes sense. The NBA is a league of eras and timelines, right? You notice that the Kareem timeline and the Magic timeline overlap for about 4 years. But at the end of those 4 years, it was a Magic timeline with Kareem along for the ride,
Hmm.
Yes.
right? Right. And so the Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey timeline, right? It started about 3 years ago, right? But now Tyrese Maxey, dare I say it, might be a comparable player to Joel Embiid, right? And I know that sounds like
Mm.
Oh,
malarkey,
y'all want to hear the
right?
draft compensation? Freezy, my bad, my bad.
Okay.
Um, the Clippers are sending the Sixers a 2028 unprotected first round pick, two
Oh,
second-round picks, and a pick swap.
oh,
The
That's
Clippers are
nothing.
also routing the 76ers an additional future first round pick from a third team. So it's a three-team deal looking like.
Ooh, what
So
if it's the Knicks?
someone's getting involved in
What if it's the
this deal.
Knicks? What if the Knicks are getting Robert Covington?
Ugh, ugh, ugh.
Yo, 6'8"
He's
defensive
he's
wing.
washed, Freezy. He's washed.
I know. But yeah.
The 76ers are waving Danny Green, I guess, for the roster spot.
The 76ers are waving Danny Green?
For the roster spot. Because remember, they got to figure out a way to take on all those players.
The only thing better than one Quentin Grimes is two Quentin Grimes, right?
It's an old
mm,
Quinn Grimes.
Is the
mm.
old Quentin Grimes is a Quentin Grimes from Long Island.
We could
So
only wish Quinn Grimes dropped 7 threes in the NBA Finals game. We could only wish that. Y'all remember when Danny Green went crazy on the Heat for
yeah.
like 4 or 5 games straight?
Yep. Yep.
We could only wish something like that happened over here.
Yep.
That
Yo,
is a deluxe sandwich right there. That is a sandwich that comes with fries and chips. You know what I'm saying? Some relish on the side.
and a fine waitress.
Yeah.
Probably she's probably from Panama somewhere.
Mm. That keeps refilling your water just because.
Just because.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out who the third team is. Because
What if it's the Knicks, bro?
Woj just drop in. Oh, I'm hoping.
I like that for Philly though. That's a haul.
Really?
They got unprotected first,
They got two future
and
firsts.
one of them is an unprotected first for a 34-year-old James Harden.
Hey, look, 5 years from now, the Clippers will be a goddamn mess.
I'm good with that. Absolutely, I'm good with that.
But nah, they'll start selling off parts, man, and recover that stuff. I think. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna try this 2 year window. They're going all in for these 2 years, and after that, you're gonna see Kawhi Leonard traded to the Spurs in a 14 deal or some weird mess like that, in my opinion. And I said Spurs randomly, maybe some random team.
Yeah. But I'm trying to. They're getting a pick from someone like a future first round pick from a third team.
Who
So
is 'cause-
someone's getting redirected and some salaries getting dumped. Someone's giving up something for something.
That's what I'm going to ask you. So who do you think has the necessary picks and the cap space to absorb a weird salary?
Like a
And
Marcus Morris type salary, like because he
yeah,
makes like 17 million.
yeah.
Well, we have picks and Evan Fournier makes 17
Oh, would you do that in order to get?
million.
Oh,
Marcus
but you're
Morris
talking
might
about
be a
you're,
Nick again.
but we don't want to give away a pick for Marcus Morris though.
Oh no,
No, no,
Right,
I'm not
hell
doing that.
no, hell no.
right.
We
So
already got a pick from Marcus
Yeah,
Morris.
Yeah, I
no.
really think the Knicks would do that though. I really think the Knicks would be stupid enough.
But they said a
I
third
really
team
think so because the
redirected.
Knicks give up picks for role play.
unprotected pick just to get rid of Fournier?
Nah, that would make no sense because he's already
No,
Nah,
expiring.
no,
nah.
no. That would be absolutely lunacy to the.
Yeah, we'd have to.
That's Isaiah lunacy right there.
That's
No,
Steve Mills crazy right there.
no, not even Steve Mills did that nonsense. That would be
Steve Mills was
blasphemous.
trying to trade Randall in a first for Terry Rozier.
This is what another writer for the
I do
Sixers
remember
said.
that.
This is what another writer for the Sixers said regarding the Harden deal. The Sixers have added 3 mid-sized salaries and 2 first-round picks in this deal. Have to imagine they're angling for another big move before February's trade deadline. Like they're gonna like cash their chips in to try to get a third guy to go along with Maxey and Embiid. That's what I'm thinking with
Yeah.
those additional assets that they got back.
That-
It's just
That
that
would make sense.
it's just like the way that they're going about it seems unconventional, but it's not like they're doing it to completely rebuild. They're doing it to try to retool.
Okay.
It's
So,
yeah, go ahead.
but who fits Nick's Nurse playing style?
It would have to be a wing they have to
Gal
target.
Siakam.
What?
Yeah.
Thank you,
It's
Freezie.
Pascal
Siakam.
Siakam.
Yeah, got
Who
him.
would fit?
Oh crap! Yes, he does all the things that
That well, they would have to
Daryl
pay him
Morey
too.
would want you to do.
They would have to
But
pay him too.
Bro,
But
I've
they
been trying to
got
get Siakam for a long time, bro.
but they have all this money. They got all them contracts and Tobias Harris coming off the books, bro.
Mm. They
That's
might be able to flip
crazy.
Tobias Harris for Siakam, give up draft capital, pay Siakam, and then the Raptors benefit by clearing all that money off their books,
By clearing all that money off their books,
so they can
yeah,
restart over and
so they
build
can
around
re-sign
Scotty
OG
Barnes
Anunoby
and build around Scotty Barnes.
because they got Scotty Barnes starting at the. OG Anunoby starting at the 2, bro.
I was
They-
watching the Raptors play. OG still can't put the ball on the floor. He like 26 now.
Bro, him and DeAndre Hunter. I don't even understand what that is, bro.
They make RJ look like a dynamic offensive weapon.
Well, DeAndre Hunter's been actually all right, no?
He's all right when he's hitting his jumper, but other than that, he can't.
and
put the
and
ball on the
and
floor.
his
He can't
basketball
create no-
IQ is kind of high too, where he can't do certain stuff physically, but he knows how to cut and all that stuff, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I watched him. A matter of fact, I watched him against the Knicks.
yeah.
As soon as the defender turn their head, he'll cut in behind him and get those little floaters off in the lane, or maybe go all the way in and lay it up. So he's got some wiggle.
Yeah, they like the Sixers are just they tooled up, just trading Embiid, and they're gonna try to make some money match for like some guy that's making $40 million that's on a bad team. Like this, the Raptors are not looking too hot. The Raptors are 1-3 right now.
Right. And they're gonna stay one in something for a long time, bro.
So,
But Dre, but Dre,
but
here's the
y'all
thing.
y'all put it together pretty well. Like Siakam, that makes sense. And Siakam is Embiid's homeboy. So
Yeah, and here's the thing to it too. Before the start of the day, if you told Sixers fans you were going to trade James Harden and get Pascal Siakam, veteran wings, less money and picks, would you have said do it?
Absolutely.
well, the
So you
picks
get
that they're
Si-
getting, they're picks that are getting probably gonna go for Siakam.
They'll probably go for Siakam. Yeah, that's right.
But I mean, if you're talking about disgruntled Harden and flipping him for Pascal and maybe a couple veteran wings,
and some second round picks because nobody wants second round picks nowadays. I don't.
Couple. I mean, if you're saying like you traded Harden, and you got Pascal, 2 veteran wings, a couple second rounders. You can't really say you lost. You can't really say you lost because Pascal's in the prime of his career.
Right.
You're just gonna have to pay Pascal. That's the only difference.
Right.
And you wouldn't do that deal unless you're sure about paying him. So.
Right. Absolutely, bro. But if you're the Knicks, and you just saw, think about and don't think about it as a on the court thing. I want you guys to put on your team president GM hats. Chat, put on your team president and GM hats and think along with me as I say this, right? Because as I say it, I'm thinking about it too. If you just saw last season the Nets trade away Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and bring in a haul to reset their franchise, and then you saw the Celtics acquire Kristaps Porzingis, Andrew Holiday, and then you just saw the Sixers trade away Harden and then may possibly acquire Pascal Siakam or OG Anunoby, and you're the Knicks and your only significant move is Dante DiVincenzo.
Whoa, hold on. We gave Josh Hart $90 million. Got it.
Oh, and we gave it to him in 50s also. It wasn't even direct deposit, bro.
Oh,
we
man.
just gave him $90 million in $50 bills, bro.
Bag the money.
Yeah. So if you're the Knicks, and you saw the Sixers, the Celtics, the Nets make major moves,
retool,
right? And then your significant addition was Dante DiVincenzo. What are you thinking?
Scare money don't make no money. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking this organization is completely inept.
Scared.
Scared. It's beyond. You see, we already have a clear understanding of what the front office thinks because one of their top executives just had an expose letting you know what they think about acquiring top tier talent.
Right.
So while these other organizations are moving around, and I don't want to kill Dante DiVincenzo. I've always liked Dante DiVincenzo. He is a bit role player.
Right.
He's not moving the needle.
Right. It's like watching What's Happening. Right? Because the show is about Raj and Dwayne. Hey. And then for comic relief, Rerun is just busting there and start dancing. Rerun has nothing to do with the show, bro. They go, yo, AD, am I right? You remember What's Happening, right? Remember Raj and Dwayne? Remember, it's always, remember like when the two fine Mamacita showed up, right? It was always Raj and Dwayne. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne playing Shy Guy. You know what I'm saying? And Raj is like, yo, man, we got these fine Mamacitas.
Rerun was a necessary component to that threesome dynamic. It's Rerun who can dance and get people involved.
Right.
Freezie, you want to put up that tweet? My fault, AD.
And make a sandwich at the same time.
Bim.
You mind putting up that tweet?
Yeah. I got it. Just give me a split second.
Gotcha.
They got Bones. Yeah, I forgot they had Bones.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. I'm enlarging it. Hold on, just give me a second.
But to what we were just talking about, we're sitting around here watching other teams make serious maneuvers,
arms race, man,
towards championship, and I hate, but you know what? Because we've been talking about this for the last couple of years, and we just watching these things that come to fruition. What if they did not land Brunson? Do you know where they'd be right now?
Right.
If Dallas had just went out and just said, you know what, we were gonna sign Brunson during that year, where would the Knicks be right now?
You know where we would be? We would sign 4 power forwards like when we swung and missed on KD.
He is all that this management has brought in with any major significance in going on 5 years.
Right.
That looks like a formidable depth chart right there.
I'm not starting. I'm not starting Westbrook for one.
Now,
Right.
who you gonna start at? Well, Harden at the point guard, and
Right.
probably start like Powell. No, man, you got to put man at the two.
Right.
Probably.
I'd play what's the name at the 2 and start PJ Tucker and bump
Oh,
everybody
you
up.
put Paul. Okay, you put Paul George at the 2,
Right.
Kawhi at the
Kawhi
3,
the
and
3
PJ
and
Tucker.
start PJ Tucker. So PJ Tucker and the bigs can take that beating and punishment down low. I don't want to get Kawhi Leonard taken. You know what I'm saying?
I got what you're
I
saying.
want Kawhi Leonard to be healthy. I
Yeah,
don't want him to get.
that has to slide down to me in my order. Westbrook off the bench,
Yep.
Harden at the 1, George at the 2, Leonard at the 3, Tucker at the 4,
Right.
Zubac at the 5,
And whoever, all them other dudes,
and whoever else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's alphabet soup at center. I don't even care.
Yeah,
Right. It's just alphabet soup, bro. Just put anybody there. Just make sure to get it.
Just be a body that gets rebounds. Man.
Right. And the reason why I say that, and it sounds disrespectful, my entire goal is to get Harden, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard to the playoffs healthy.
Yep.
That's it. I don't care. I don't care if we only win 48 games.
That's it.
You gotta play all them dudes 28 to 30 minutes. Nothing more.
Yep.
Nothing more.
Yep.
That's
Just
it.
get them to the playoffs, bro. That's my main thing, because we've seen plenty of teams that have been built, constructed, dynamic, and they just can't make it to the playoffs, bro.
I mean, you can say that about other Clipper teams.
Yeah, but you see that team right there, though. As you get to the playoffs, you know, your issues now gonna be when you have flustering moments, and two of your top 3 have never been able to go over that mountain, which is Harden and George.
Right.
All of a sudden now Westbrook
and Westbrook.
But at least Westbrook has been to a finals.
Yeah, Harden too.
But Harden was on the bench.
Harden was one of the reasons why they got to the finals. Now when they got to the finals, he was trash.
He was trash in the finals, yeah.
And he's always been trash in the big moments.
Right.
You know, he'll have a good game 1, a good game 3, and then disappear for the rest of the series.
5, 6, 7, you ain't hearing nothing.
That's the problem that you have with that lineup right there.
Right, because the word on the street, the word on the back channel was Eric Mena and Reggie Jackson was busting their ass in practice. You remember Eric Mena, the 4th point guard?
Yeah.
And Reggie Jackson, the 3rd point guard? The word on the street they was killing them dudes in practice, bro. And they coach was like, nah, the starting backcourt is Andre Robertson and Westbrook.
I kind of feel bad for Danny Green because he busted his ass to come back from that ACL as an old ass man in the NBA. Right. Now he just ain't nobody gonna pick him up, bro.
Yeah, Memphis will probably. You think Memphis won't give him a shot?
He gonna be on the bench not playing. He's just gonna be a vet. That's it.
I think that would be a classy move for the Knicks to make, bro. Danny Green. Bring in Danny Green. I mean,
it can't hurt.
Yeah,
I mean, it can't hurt because Tibbs only runs a 9-man rotation anyway. So,
and the Knicks can't use a 3-and-D wing that's battle tested.
Well, I mean, he can shoot, but he can't play defense no more.
I don't think he can shoot anymore. I mean, I hadn't seen him.
I mean, not
I don't know. I hadn't seen him.
Not in a high clip anymore, but I think he's really. I feel like he's. You know, like sometimes like older players, they get like almost a career-threatening injury. They come back just to see if they can still do it.
Yeah, like Grant Hill.
Like he's back probably just for this 1 year, just to know if he can still do it.
Right.
But other than that, he's not actually like an asset to actually play.
Okay.
Like he was playing on the Sixers because of necessity, because that team was just gutted and like they had multiple injuries, but he was not doing much for them.
But he's one of those vets. The league could have he could be in China right now.
Oh, for sure. Like there's also value in him, but I think he's
value in him.
I think he's also part of the NBA PA.
Okay.
So I think he has like a role there. So it's easier for a guy like that to finesse and finagle their way into a roster.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would say so. Yeah, I would definitely say so. But if you're the Knicks, though, I don't think you can sit still at this moment. When the arms race, when you see people flipping the cat back so they can get access to the red button, you ain't even trying to. You don't even know where your red button at. Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
So
When it looked like it's going to be the Cuban Missile Crisis, and
we
we
don't even
asleep
know
at
the
the wheel.
nuclear codes. We don't know our
Right,
nuclear codes.
right, right,
I'm gonna say this, Reezy, but this screams like the Knicks are gonna do a panic move, like it's musical chairs, and we gotta find a chair, and the
right.
music stops, and then we panic and then trade like half our roster for Carl Towns,
Uh,
and then then what? Like
I think we just gonna bring in
we
Amari Spellman, bro.
we
That's
we
our
cat
move.
like we cash out to get nuclear weapons from Russia and come over here and the warheads are empty.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing
Oh,
in them.
yeah. Oh, we buying pawn shop guns. That's what we doing. You
I'll
Oh
know,
tell
man,
you. I'll tell you what. If you're telling me that I'm replacing Mitch and I'm putting Carl Anthony in there, I'm definitely thinking about it. I'm
I,
definitely thinking about it.
I I'd say
This
it would
this
be.
Mitch thing. This I'm sorry. This Mitch affair that some of our fans is really out there with. It has to stop.
we love them though, AD.
I'm sorry. It has to stop. It really has to stop. He's not that guy.
Right.
What if I tell you the only two consistent players we had this year was Mitch and RJ?
Right.
I
Right.
would then say to you, you've played 3 games.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Right.
And if
Right.
that is the scenario going forward, you're
I'm
in trouble.
I'm just looking at how the Wolves play, even with Carl Towns, and they just
And the
They,
first game of the season, KP ate his lunch.
right. Right. I think the call Anthony Towns thing at power forward is a mistake. I think it's the biggest mistake a star player has ever made, or in that realm. Right. I think it's a huge mistake. Bro, Carl Anthony Towns was the X factor mismatch offensively at center. And now that he's trying to guard Jason Tatum, it just makes him look like a above average NBA player. Bro, you're at 6'11, 245, 250, you're not Jason Tatum, bro. And you
That's
can't
because
guard Jason Tatum.
that's because Minnesota is crazy. They're Minnesota.
When have they not been though?
When have they not been Minnesota?
Right. Right.
They've lucked into
I,
very talented guys over the last
Ever. Always.
ever.
Always.
They've never known what to do with them.
You remember when they had
Stephon,
KG,
KG.
they had Garnett and Tom Gugliotta at the same time?
They had Stephon at the same
And
time.
and Steph
And Chris Carr at the same time, right?
and
And
Chris, yeah.
so instead of going out and getting a center in a center era, they got Irvin Johnson from the Supersonics. Bro,
Oh
you're
my
not
god.
Magic. You're not Magic, bro. Your name is Irvin Johnson because your family, your father was a sports fan, bro. Right? That's the only reason why your name is Irvin Johnson. I mean, come on, bro. You're not Magic, bro. Come on,
They
stop
gave
it. Knock it off.
Gugliotta. They gave Gugliotta the money instead of giving it to
Come
Marbury.
on.
I would say that
And
Gugliola was a baller when he got hurt.
yeah, but he wasn't Marbury.
Yeah.
And you already drafted KG in essence to take over Gugliotta's position.
Yeah.
Because Gugliotta is not a 3, he's a 4.
Right.
KG is not a 3, he's a 4.
He's a 3. He's not at 7 foot tall. No.
Not at 7 foot tall. You know what I'm saying?
As KG would say, he was 6'12".
6'12". Yeah.
So giving Gugliotta the money right there, or not finding a way to make sure you've appeased all 3, how is that not gonna go downhill? Immediately, Marbury started talking about how cold it was.
Yeah.
He misses his family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Da 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 da.
I'm already talking about Cole when he lived in New York.
And he
That's
lived
funny.
in Coney Island, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Basically.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know,
But I'd say part of the reason why Carl Towns decided to lose weight because Carl Towns doesn't even want to be a center himself. So
right.
if Carl
I
Towns
think he don't
straight
like
up,
the way that they use him.
bro, like they love Carl Towns so much. If Carl Towns said himself, "I want to be a center," you know what they would do? They would put rangy wings around him and just let him be a center. But he doesn't want to be a center.
Yeah. I don't think they use him right, bro.
I don't think they use him right, but I also
Right.
know he has enough pull and autonomy and say into how he gets used or what
Right.
position he wants to play because
Because
they've always acquiesced to whatever he wanted.
everybody who sees Carl Anthony Towns, like when you hear NBA players talk about him in open gym, open runs, and all that stuff, they're like, he the most talented center in the NBA physically, skill wise, he could do anything he want, right? But the thing about it is just because you have the number one pick and get a guy that's ultra talented, don't mean you win. Ask the Lakers how they feel about Anthony Davis, right?
Well, I'll say this: the last 3 games, Freezie, 80s averaging 30 and 15.
Shit, they just gave him $186 million for 3
I,
years.
I,
I
I
think they
say
love him.
Freezie, he had the rough first game of the season.
Right. Yep.
He's averaging 30 and 15 since then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's been killing.
But you know what they call him? You know what they started calling him in L.A. Lakers fans?
Data Davis.
No, oh, that's funny. That's funny, right? And not even half man, half a season, right?
Oh man.
But they started calling him Shake Machine, right? Because you know how every time you go to the place, the shake machine is always down.
Oh man. The ice cream machine.
Yeah.
Go to McDonald's, the ice cream machine down.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Oh man.
They play Anthony Davis. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I would love to have him. I would love and truth be told, in a perfect world, perfect world, my front court would be Paul George, Anthony Davis, and Carl Anthony Towns. Right? Because even with Cat at center,
yeah,
you know you're gonna get elite defense from Anthony Davis and Paul George.
Like that you can flip where they are on offense and defense
all the time.
Yeah,
all the time, bro.
I mean, that's kind of what the Lakers are trying to do because they have AD and that other kid that they just signed.
Reeves.
They like run. No, they have like a Twin Towers alignment right now.
Wood
with Christian Wood. They're trying to do that
because that's when they were successful, when they had formerly known as Dwight Howard on the team. I'm not even gonna get into that man.
Yeah, man said formerly known. What's his name now? Then formerly known.
I don't even know.
Pasta salad, bro. Pasta salad.
Pasta salad. He's on a whole other planet right now.
But
that's when they were successful, when they had Howard to do the dirty work and him be the straight four.
Yeah.
You can't play Joker. See, we can just cut to the chase, right? You cannot play Joker all game long as AD. It's not going to work out better for you.
It's funny because I was thinking about this comparison, but Joker is like Tyson Fury, where like Tyson Fury is bigger than most of his opponents, not nearly as athletic.
Right.
But he's so unorthodox and he's so heavy and he just weighs on you and leans on you and wears you out over the course of a game or a fight. It's just a nuisance.
I'm through with boxing, bro.
But that last fight, I don't know what the hell.
You said Tyson Fury name, I almost vomited, bro.
For real, I almost threw
up. No. I'm talking about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury before this last week.
Nah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't care Tyson Fury before this, 5 years ago.
I'm through with boxing, bro.
I'm so through.
They canceled that Usyk fight. They canceled that Usyk fight so fast.
Yeah. Bro, this dude is just This and Usyk is getting paid, bro. Y'all know that. You know it's a cancellation clause in those contracts.
Yeah,
So
he's getting his money.
anytime you postpone, don't make weight, cancel, venue change, any of that stuff, bro, you have all those clauses. That's why it takes so long to put fights together. You know what I'm saying? But Tyson Fury, bro. As soon as I saw him clinching, I was like, yeah, he overmatched in here.
When he got hit upside the head and got up, and you saw his eyes, like, what just happened?
Right. Yeah, how old is Fury now? 30. He's 30 something, right?
36, 35.
Yeah. AD. That's why I was telling AD 2 years ago that I'm gonna go buy me some Reeboks, man, and start doing road work.
I think you should.
And start doing road work.
After watching that, what's my man name? Nagano versus Tyson Fury. I think you should.
Francis Ngannou.
Yeah,
and AD, I'll beat that dude to death, bro.
I think you should, because that was just first of
all, he wasn't even boxing. He was just.
First of all, I didn't even know that there was a heavyweight championship fight until the day of.
Right. I thought it was just an exhibition.
I thought they were joking. I'm like, what are you talking about? They ain't no fight tonight.
Right.
Like, no.
This ain't no fight for no real belt. Like, and then you realize they were actually fighting.
No, there actually is heavyweight championship fight. Boxing should be ashamed of itself.
Right. And you know, boxing was not gonna let the little brother come in there and take their champion. Come on, bro. It's like you gonna let somebody come in your house and take your wife? Come on.
He actually lost that fight for you.
Yeah, he lost that fight, bro.
But they had a nice thing going. They had some nice fights over the last 6 to 8 months.
It was a nice stretch, man.
They had a nice little stretch going, and they just poo-pooed it with.
I missed all those fights, bro.
But you know why? You know why they did it? It's because of the Logan Pauls of the world, and like they coming in with the social media presence. So like, okay, we need to do something to get the eyes and get some money. And okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get like the guy that just left the UFC because they weren't paying him, and we're gonna get the most recent heavyweight champion. We're gonna put it together. Right. Tyson Fury was supposed to beat the brakes off of that man.
He can't though, bro. That dude is so over. First of all, he slept on that dude, for one.
I don't think he really trained for it.
For one, when you sleep on somebody, your career over, period. Like when you sleep on somebody, because the thing about boxing is you enter the ring like a caged animal, right? Whether you show it outwardly or if you're internalizing it, you're still a caged tiger, bro. And when the bell rings, you come out there to eat. You don't come out there to pour around because your life is on the line, bro.
When I saw Tyson clinching in the second round, I was like, no,
bro,
no.
I would rather have seen them put Anthony Joshua in there against Fury.
Bro, he was clinching and not letting go because he was scared of his power or something. Like he was clinching Ngannou, like Ngannou was a real boxer. Like he just like took boxing lessons like the last.
No, Ngannou. But the thing with Ngannou is he hits hard.
Oh yeah, of course. But like even if you hit hard, if you don't have the core, like if you don't have the skill to go with the power, what's the point? Like you can have all the power in the world if you're not actually putting it on someone cleanly. Right. Then what is it?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. When I saw Tyson Fury hitting Deontay Wilder with the palm of his hand, remember the glove was coming off?
He caught him with an elbow.
Who you talking about?
Tyson Fury caught that man with an elbow.
You talking about Deontay Wilder?
No, not Deontay Wilder. I was talking about the last fight.
So he had to cheat in this fight too?
Yeah, he elbowed him.
Oh, AD, okay.
It was a flagrant elbow too. That he came across.
I'm not surprised. I mean, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that. I'll say this for Tyson Fury. I've seen him get hit by big dudes who thought they knocked him out and he got up.
Right.
Because Deontay Wilder has knocked him down at least 3 times and he got up.
Right.
And he should have been knocked down even more with all those hits.
Especially that first fight. But the thing with the one thing that he has over these guys, over all of these heavyweights, whatever, he's far more technically skilled than they are.
Okay.
And that's the shame. That's the shame of it. Because if you look at him, he's 6'8".
Yeah.
320 pounds. They list him at 270. No way in
There
hell.
was no way that
he's
man
No,
was
that,
that
no,
270.
that,
sloppy.
no, that's way in weight. That's not what he walk around at.
And
Yeah.
even way in weight.
Right.
And that man would. Are we saying that man puts on 40 pounds in 3 days?
Look, hey, AD, look at his belt line. If you see like loose skin around there, that means that dude lost a whole bunch of weight to make a certain weight, and as soon as it's over, they hooking up to IVs and rehydrating him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anytime you see like this is how you know in real life, right? This is how you know somebody dehydrated, right? You can pinch the skin on your knuckle, and if it stand up, you dehydrate it, right? Around Tyson Fury's belly, if you see if you can go pinch a little bit, right? And I'm not talking about grab. I'm just talking about if
Right.
you see like little loose skin, like he, you
And
know what I'm
that's
saying?
him. And
Yeah,
that's him. Because
right, right.
he looks like that to his whole body. But
Right, because look at Ortiz. Ortiz is fat. You could tell the difference. Like the dude that knocked out Anthony Joshua.
oh my God.
Yeah, he
Oh
fat,
my
bro.
God. Oh my God.
He is just fat, right? But Tyson Fury looks like he, you know what I'm saying? He slims all the way down for a certain weight, and then after that, he come in the ring at like 308, 310.
And he's more technically skilled. That's the sad thing about the heavyweight division.
Right.
He's way more technically skilled than the rest of them. And the rest of them, they're so flawed. Anthony Joshua, look at you. Ortiz knocked him out. Like,
And a lot of the heavyweights gas out after like the 6th round.
Because I've been saying this for a few years, they need to create another division. These guys are a super heavyweight. These guys are coming in 270, 280, 290. You're no longer a heavyweight, my guy.
Right. And and it's not fair for somebody to come in at 209 to fight
somebody. At 209 to fight you.
Somebody 285. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
that's
think about somebody
that's just different power coming behind your punches with that large of a gap. Like.
Right. Right. And think about somebody 109 fighting somebody 185.
And they've gotten these big dudes who, for some, I don't know when this happened, but somewhere around the Klitschko era, like all of a sudden, these big guys have just lost their skill.
And
because it's no longer the glamour position. I mean, the glamour weight class. That's why.
And you know what else? AD, here's the kicker. One of the things that if you're not really familiar with being inside the ring, this is one of the things that I'll tell you too. The reason why people lost skill, right? It's because they don't have to. What they do is now, if you notice, these boxers are in rings that are so big, right? That you could fight for a little bit and get lost in the ring. You don't have to be on guard and have skills all the time. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a phone booth no more.
Yeah, you're right. You're not fighting in a phone booth anymore. Now you're fighting in a park. You know what I'm saying? So dudes
playing
don't
hide
have
and
to
go
have
seek.
these. Yeah, like now dudes don't have to be like AD. You remember the skill of counterpunching? Remember how that used to be a skill? People are like, oh, he an excellent counterpuncher. Now
it's just dip or
Absolutely.
clinch.
Absolutely.
Dip or clinch.
But why are you making bigger rings for bigger guys to run around? They only gonna get tired sooner.
Right. Because it makes.
Remember watching Fury Wilder 2? By round 4, they were gassed.
Right. That's why if I ever fight Deontay Wilder or Shannon Briggs or Tyson Fury, yeah, I'm gonna be in a small ring because I want to keep the pressure on your 270-pound behind at all times, bro. Keep the pressure on you. At all times, bro. Fighting in the phone booth. For a heavyweight, that's the worst. Man, listen. Big gloves and small ring. Give me big gloves and a small ring, and I feel like I can compete with anybody. Right? And that's most boxers. That's, if you ask Chris Bird, give me big gloves, right? And a small ring. And the reason why you want big gloves, man, for one, the bigger glove you get, the less knuckle you're going to feel on punches, right? That's one part. secondly, while it seems like 12-ounce gloves are nothing, bro, after 7 rounds of 12-ounce gloves, bro, your biceps are burning, bro. Burning. That's why these dudes go with these little teeny 10-ounce gloves and these big ass rings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
These out
absolutely.
here
Yo,
wearing these dudes out here wearing these usher gloves, like they usher in church or something. Big
They
as your
like
hand is, you got them little teeny gloves on.
like I don't think heavyweights prioritize stamina nearly as much as they used to. Because when you mention those things, Freezy, it's easier to just bail out and recoup over the course of in the middle of a round.
Right,
Back then, if you didn't have the stamina, you dying in 4 rounds out of a
right.
knockout
You Ernie Shavers.
because there's no way to hide.
Right, right. Yeah, you Ernie Shavers, bro. Yeah,
Oh
man.
man.
Yeah.
fellas, I gotta run. It
Peace.
was great
Peace,
hollering with
JB.
y'all. Nick fans, y'all know what it is.
Trick or treat. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. AD always coming in here talking about boxing, bro. Yeah,
I
man.
was my fault. I brought up Tyson.
Yeah. So Virtuoso says Embiid definitely wants out of there. I'm kind of like in I don't know where to stand on that. I need more clarity on that, man. Put something else in the chat. Explain that to me.
I think he's gonna give them an ultimatum by the trade deadline if they don't get him someone.
What if they get to him Siakam?
If they get him, then he's gonna probably stay. But if they don't get him someone to compete immediately, he's gonna be like, "Yo, let me get up out of here over the summer."
What do you think is the perfect fit for them?
Damn, it's hard to say.
Because they can't just rock with DeAndre Melton, bro.
I mean, I'm gonna say this, Freezy. Maxi's averaging 30 at the beginning. Like he's putting up 30, and Embiid is putting up 30. So like, I think they gonna try to thug it out with that dynamic duo for as long, but that's not gonna work in the playoffs. They need the third guy. That's not Tobias Harris.
Right. I think Tobias Harris is a great scorer too, bro.
I think
he's just always been like the fourth option or something.
It's because he's not dynamic enough. He's like a worse Melo, to be absolutely honest.
I think he's like Middleton. I think it's the potential for both to be.
I'll say this: Middleton actually played at the level of being a number 2 in the finals, in conference final. Like remember when Giannis went down? Middleton put the team on his back in that conference final so they could even get to the finals.
Right.
I don't think Tobias Harris has that in him.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that Chris Middleton is a consistent guy that can play consistently at that level. But when he got to that level, he proved me wrong. I don't think Tobias can get to that level.
I think Chris Middleton is washed, bro. I ain't even seen his numbers this year.
He had another knee surgery, so they're trying to like ease him in. He's only playing like 15 minutes or so.
I think he washed, bro.
That knee is can't play with knees, especially past 30.
Yeah.
Because he was struggling with a knee last year, and then he had surgery at the end of the series with the Heat, and now he's just trying to recover, and they're like trying to bring him along.
He averaging 6 points. Man, I ain't talking about no Chris.
How many minutes he playing? Like 15? Like he's not playing a lot of minutes. They're trying to bring him along, kind of like how Jamal Murray was brought along last year, and they're just hoping
like 15 minutes a game.
Yeah, they're trying to like bring him.
But you can't beat out Jay Crowder. No.
But Freezie, he had the knee surgery. That's what I'm saying. Like he can't even play that many minutes this year.
Randall had ankle surgery, bro.
A knee ain't no ankle.
I know, but an ankle ain't a knee. You know what I'm saying? So I get I respect what you're saying, bro. But
I'll say this: that was the first surgery Randall had, even though he messed up his ankle.
Major. Because remember he broke his leg, so that was a major surgery too.
But like breaking a leg and tendons are too like they're finicky in different ways.
Yeah.
But this man Middleton had that knee issue last year, the entire year. from the prior playoffs, and then he went the whole year. Then went and had surgery in the off season to clean up his knee. So like they're being extra careful with him. I don't think he's capable of playing 30 minutes a night, which he should be playing. Maybe
Yeah.
by mid-season, sure, but
I
whereas
think that
whereas a
nigga
Randall's
Rudy Gay,
playing
bro.
bad, but Randall's playing bad, but he's still logging his 32 minutes or whatever it is right now.
He Rudy Gay, bro.
Who? Middleton?
Chris Middleton, yeah. I don't know the difference between him and Rudy Gay right now.
Right now.
Right now, yeah.
Well, I mean,
I think
one is on a roster. Rudy Gay is a free agent.
I think he's Karan Butler right now at the end of his
Tough
career.
juice.
Yeah. You remember how Karan Butler went out? I think that's how Chris Middleton
went
is
out
going
on
out.
went out on the shield, man.
Yeah, I think that's how.
But it's hard for me. It's not looking good. But if they can like work him through the season, he can recover to like his regular 30 minutes, and he's just like 75% of what he was. Then I don't think anybody wants to see them in the playoffs. If he's 75% of what he was. Now, if he's 50 and like completely washed, then yeah, that's bad.
Yeah,
that's very bad.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I want to be what you wanted, but I've seen so many small forwards go through the same thing that he going through. Your Chris Morris's, just name them. Even your Tracy McGrady's, bro. All these dudes, once they turn that corner and you start talking about knees, they through. No disrespect to him, but I mean, prime example. No disrespect to Chris Middleton, but I saw Jamal Mashburn go through the same thing, bro.
Ooh.
And Chris Middleton,
that's a good comp.
He will never be the scorer Jamal Mashburn was, but Chris Middleton over his career has been more durable than Mashburn. You know what I'm
saying? They called it a knee cleanup. So that doesn't sound good. That sounds like it could be anything.
That sounds like he's gonna have that every offseason for the rest of his career.
Bone on bone until he retires.
Yep. They're gonna do that every offseason for the rest of his career, and he's gonna be that dude with that big pillowcase full of ice on his knee on the bench.
Oh, like Pat.
Yeah.
Pat had both of his knees iced up.
Right, both of them, and it's a shame that medical technology wasn't advanced enough where he could have got those Kobe Bryant things done to his knees.
And even then, that didn't work.
yeah. Especially for Pat.
It just delayed the inevitable for like a year or two.
Right. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Ironically, boxers go through that, bro. Ankles and knees and hips. Oh my God, bro. Like if you box for an extended amount of time, like with me, I've had injuries, right? Like I've had sprained wrists, bro. Bro, I had a wrist sprain so bad I couldn't even pick up a fork, bro.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you just bang it on something, you're like, oh gosh.
You sure it's a sprain and not no broken bones in there?
Nah, it wasn't broken. It was a sprain.
Okay.
It was a severe sprain.
Okay.
Yeah, you go to the doctor. He was like, blah, 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 you need to stop boxing, man. You got to think about your future, all kind of stuff.
Just like yeah.
I got to pay the light bill, right? Yeah, it's so yeah, 2 broken orbital bones. So I already know what that's like. Got punched in the face, dude broke my face, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's all these different things, bro. So I can only imagine what Chris Middleton going through, bro.
Oh,
when you have bad knees.
I'm reading about his knee surgery and what injury. This is how the article goes. He is like when he had the surgery in June. It said, okay, I'll read it. 3-time All-Star Chris Middleton had a procedure on his right knee shortly after the Milwaukee Bucks season ended. League sources tell Milwaukee Journal Sentinel he is expected to begin work in July. It is now November, Freezie.
Right.
It is the same knee he suffered a torn meniscus in during his junior year at Texas A&M in the fall of 2011, which forced him to miss 2 months of action and ultimately played a role in falling to Detroit in the second round. The knee is still bothering him when Milwaukee acquired him in the trade of summer 2013. But
Yeah.
the medical coaching staffs then created a treatment plan to get him in place to maximize his ability. He played in all 82 games in his first year in Milwaukee. Blah 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 blah. Suffered a torn hamstring. Blah 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 blah. Middleton felt discomfort in his right knee shortly after returning from his offseason surgery, pulling him from a game early, December 11th of last season.
Of last season. Yeah.
Yeah, like he was struggling with it in and out. So yeah, that it's not good.
Yeah, he washed, bro.
All he gonna be able to do is be shoot jumpers.
Yeah, if he's on
That
the
that,
court.
that ISO stuff is done,
But
and they need that. And unfortunately, they need Middleton to be a defender too, a wing
but,
defender.
but here's the thing. If you knew all this stuff about Middleton, why would you give him that big money?
They well, he they never extended him. He had to opt in
Oh.
on his last year. He's on his last year's
Oh,
contract.
so he gone. Yeah, so he gone after this year.
They not paying him.
Nah, they ain't gonna pay him none.
They gonna try to like develop somebody like Marjan Champ or something to come take that role.
If they're smart, they trade for a guy. They trade Middleton for a guy.
His expiring.
Yeah. If they're smart, somebody will take that expiring money for some talent. If they're smart, right? I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to hear a Julius Randle type player, and that not
Wait,
Randle himself.
I'm wrong, Freezie. I'm completely wrong. They did extend him.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought
Bucks
they
agreed a
did.
3-year, $102 million contract.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 40 million. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, he declined his 40 million. Then they extended. Wow.
3 more. Well, 2 more years actually, because it's
at less money per year, but
yeah.
instead of 40 a year, he's getting 33.
I'm trying to trade him, bro.
Oh man, that is rough.
Yeah,
I'm reading in the chat. Will Sucky, he has a player option in 2023. You know he's taking that because he's gonna be completely done.
Of course. I think the perfect fit for them is Andrew Wiggins. I think that's the perfect fit for them.
It is, but Warriors are not flipping Andrew Wiggins for Chris Middleton. I'll tell you that.
No, they're not doing that. No.
But in terms of fit, oh yeah, perfect fit. Low usage, willing to guard elite wings.
Elite wing defender, can knock down the three, steps up in big games, always plays big in big games with the Warriors. Yeah. Right?
You look up, he has 25, and you're just like, how? And then you remember he's a number 1 overall draft pick, extremely hyped,
extremely athletic, extremely athletic.
I don't think he's ever had like a real injury either.
I don't think so either. I think all his stunted growth was upstairs.
Yeah, he just never really wanted to be that guy. Right. But I'll say this: the Wolves do that to you. The Wolves, that Wolves organization does that to you.
When you wake up in the morning, what do you think is going to be the news around the NBA? Is it just the Harden deal, or is it the Sixers are looking to make more moves?
Well, I think it's going to be inferred, and like Woj will come up and just talk about how the Sixers got adequate assets and they're looking to make a move, but we don't know who yet or by the deadline or this or that or whatever. I think it's going to be, they're not going to make any move now because the December 15th deadline when like new guys that got signed, those guys could be traded. So that opens up the trading market even further.
Right.
So I don't think anything's going to be considered until after December 15th.
That's 6 weeks away, bro.
Yeah. 6 weeks.
6 weeks. That's crazy, right?
It is, but this is why I feel like they did the move. They saw the potential of this kid that they have over there, Tyrese Maxey, averaging 30, and they're just like, might as well get it done now and then survey the market between now and 6 weeks and see what happens and develops. Then we can try to pounce on something right after the new signing deadline, like the guys that just got signed, we might pounce on something around
Right.
that time with the assets that we got.
I think they would when James Harden was trying to come back. I think they were like, no, we just gotta go ahead and accept something. We can't have Harden mess up the mojo.
Yeah, not when you got this kid here. You just don't want that negative
And you bring
energy.
Harden back, and then Maxey wind up being a 16 point per game scorer. You ain't want to do that.
Nah.
No, you don't want to do that. Well, all right, man. I'm gonna get out of here.
Shout out DSJ. DSJ is hilarious.
DSJ is in the chat talking about bring back Frank Ntilikina.
Oh God. Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox is still the future. Is Kevin Knox even on the NBA roster right now?
No, I don't think so. I don't
Oh,
think so. And the funny thing is I don't know if Obi will be this time next year either.
I think he will. I think some team will give him a deal, but after that, he's no. After they go, somebody's going to give him a vet min flyer for you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think somebody's gonna give him like 2 years, $6 million.
And just like figure it out.
Brooklyn will probably give him like 2 years, $8 million, and see if they can figure it out.
And then when that don't work, then he's gone.
Then he's Hongzhong Tigers.
Like if you're a top 10 pick, you're not out of the league after your rookie deal, but you out of the league after that second contract.
Right.
If teams don't figure out after that second contract,
right,
then nah.
Yeah. Obi might be gone. But anyway, thank y'all for rocking with us, Dre. Thank you for coming through, man, hanging out with us. Blorange Tears in the house, baby. You don't get salute to the Cully Goat. Hey, you don't get breakdowns like with IKBM Dre from anywhere else, man. Salute to the great basketball mind of IKBM Dre. We all know what IKBM stands for. I know basketball, man. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Dre and Cully and AD for coming through. We're gonna get out of here. Peace, y'all.
Peace.